each returning class of players and new players into the season, hoping to follow up on last year's outstanding record of 8 consecutive playoff appearances with a class of outstanding athletes. Tonight's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, Joe Lee Chevrolet, The River Company Insurance, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Blagg Law Firm, Davis Cash Lumber, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, Goods Cash Saver, Petty Jean Fiber, Conway Regional Medical Center, and by North Arkansas Community College and all of the fine Yellow Jacket boosters. Tonight's live video stream on YouTube and Facebook, brought to you by Petty Jean Fiber and by First Arkansas Bank and Trust and by Hogs and Heifers Sports Bar and Grill. And the player of the game each week, brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust in Clinton. Now, let's join our announcers for tonight's game. KHPQ Sports Director Jeff Hall and producer-announcer Mike Hawley. Get ready for tonight's Yellow Jacket football action on KHPQ. Video production by Aaron Duhan.
Ladies and gentlemen, and we are ready for the 2024 Arkansas High School football season. The Clinton Yellow Jackets on the road tonight, taking on the Harmony Grove Cardinals. Some people call them Vintons. We're in Haskell. It's a rematch of some former conference foes. Now it's a non-conference game here in week 1 of the season. And how exciting is this? Season number 18 for Mike Hawley and I, getting a broadcast for Sid King here on KHPQ, and I hope you're watching us. Aaron Duhan's going to have the live stream, and yes, I said Aaron Duhan. Sid King got our video engineer back again this year from Arkansas Tech. It's great to have Aaron with us. Coach Matthew Post, our stat man, with us tonight, going to track everything that happens out on the field in front of us. So we are set. Got lots of new sponsors this year you'll hear about talking as the night goes on. And everyone's excited about football season getting underway here on August 30th. It's an early start to the Arkansas high school football season, and I think the players are ready. Visited with Alec Huey a little bit today, and you're going to hear a lot about big number 72 as this season goes on. And he was ready for football and ready to for a real one here, a game to count, and that's what's going to happen tonight. So glad you could be with us here on KHPQ 92.1 FM. Kelsey Robertson is in the studio for us tonight. You can also watch it on the live stream. If we're not live yet, I think it's just about to go live at the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or also on the KHPQ Facebook page. You can watch and listen to the broadcast on your phones, your mobile devices also. Hey, download the Hot Country KHPQ app for Apple products at the Apple Store, for the Google Play Store for Android devices. Listen to us wherever you go. It's a great weekend to listen to KHPQ. You heard day number 1 of Danny Newland and the National Championship Chuck Wagon races earlier today at 1 o'clock. You'll hear those again tomorrow and Sunday at 1 o'clock. And we may work some of that in as the night goes on. It is a fun weekend in Clinton, Arkansas. Going to be a great night on the football field. Glad you could be with us. I'm Jeff Hall. Let's bring Mike Hawley in and get you set for kickoff number 1.
Hey, football season's finally here. I always say it takes forever to get here, and it goes fast. But tonight, the season opener for the Yellow Jackets, the 84th season opener of Clinton Yellow Jacket football, dating back to 1939. And tonight, the Yellow Jackets are on the road as they take on the Haskell Harmony Grove Cardinals. And the Jackets coming off a 7-3 regular season, a 7-4 overall season last year. They were 5-3 in conference play. Made their 8th consecutive trip to the playoffs. That extends a school record. And Harmony Grove comes in with a record of 4 wins and 6 losses last season. They went 3-5 in conference play, and they did fail to make the playoffs. And I think we'll send it back to the station as we have the national anthem here at the stadium. You're listening to Yellow Jacket football on Q92.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Hi, this is Jamie from North Ark. Here at North Arkansas College, we are super proud of our facilities and programs, and we feel like we have all the labs, equipment, and personnel in place to help make you as successful as possible while earning an education and working towards a new career. You would be amazed at the resources that are here. If you're low income, a parent, or if you're just looking for a new career and a new role in life, come see us. Schedule a tour of either of our campuses today by visiting northark.edu/tour or by calling our recruitment office at 870-391-3102. And remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Head, an orthopedic surgeon. Conway Regional is expanding access to care at their Clinton Medical Clinic. Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic is accepting new patients for orthopedic evaluations, post and pre-op appointments, and in-office procedures. Conway Regional is committed to bringing care to you when and where you need it most. To make an appointment at Clinton Medical Clinic, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
And we're back here at Haskell Harmony Grove High School. This is Everett Stadium, Jimmy Red Parker Field. We'll talk more about the legendary Jimmy Red Parker before the night's over, I'm sure. And Everett Buick, I think, paid for the turf on the field, I think both here and Boxside and Benton and Bryant. So they're pretty generous supporters of athletics here in Central Arkansas. We mentioned that the Yellow Jackets were 7-4 last year, lost in the first round of the playoffs to eventual semifinalist Elkins. Harmony Grove failed to make the playoffs, but 2 years ago had the best team in their school's history when they went 10-2. And last year, with 16 seniors, fell to 4-6. In fact, this may have been the best performance of the year last year for the Yellow Jackets. Defending conference champion Harmony Grove comes to Clinton. They have 16 returning seniors, and the Yellow Jackets just dominated the game on both sides of the ball. They jumped out to a 21-0 lead in the first half. Zane Widener with a couple of touchdowns, Brayson Littell with a touchdown, and then two more Widener touchdowns in the second half made it 34-0. And Haskell Harmony Grove scored in the final 17 seconds to break up the shutout. Jacket defense held Harmony Grove to only 191 yards last season. They got 50 of those in the fourth quarter when the game was already decided, and the Yellow Jackets forced 2 turnovers. On the other hand, the Yellow Jackets, and what they normally do, they had 266 yards on the ground, 5 touchdowns last year at home against Harmony Grove. Widener, just a normal night for him. 15 carries for 130 yards and 4 touchdowns. Zach Gonzalez, who will be featured tonight at fullback for the Jackets, had 16 carries for 68 yards. Jeff mentioned the series. These two teams have played 3 times in history. Last year, the Yellow Jackets won 34-7. 2 years ago, Harmony Grove won here 42-21 in a good ball game. It was 21-14 at the half before Harmony Grove pulled away. And then if you think back to November the 17th of 2017, in the playoffs at Clinton, it was a shootout. It wasn't settled until the final play of the game. It was Clinton 48, Harmony Grove 42. That was the 12th win of the season for the Yellow Jackets, still a school record. And that next week is when the Jackets travel to Junction City for that really exciting game that next week. But Jackets lead the all-time series 2-1. Coming into this season, the Jackets have 39 players on the roster. They have 9 seniors, 17 juniors, and 13 sophomores. Gone are All-Staters Dawson Burgess and Zane Widener to graduation, but returning is All-Stater Alec Huey and All-Conference players Joshua Foltz, Brayson Littell, and Zach Hunt Gonzalez. Also returning again with the longest tenured coaching staff probably in the state, as head coach Christy Fran returns for his 23rd season, along with his assistants Jesse Wilson, Jordan Benson, and Joe Hudson. And this year, a new member of the staff, Keith Pierman. He'll be a part of the Yellow Jacket coaching staff. Moved here from California. He's taught math. He's a high-level math teacher. Taught at Shirley last year. We're glad to have him here at Clinton this year. And he may be the only coach we ever had in school history that has a degree in aerospace engineering. And so anybody out there in the audience that has any aerospace questions, he's the man to ask. So
we really do have a rocket scientist.
You have a rocket scientist on the coaching staff. Hey, there's some milestones I want to keep in mind this year as the Yellow Jackets are about to make their way out onto the field. Jackets in 2024 look to make their 9th straight playoff appearance. That would extend a school record. Next week, they're going to try to win their 9th game in a row over Heber Springs. That extends the longest winning streak in that series for either team. It's the 75th anniversary this year of Jim Tummelson Field. First game was played in 1950. We'll talk more about that next week. And head coach Chris Dufran, sometime this season, will go over the 150 win mark. He comes into the year with a record of 147 and 108, the winningest coach in Yellow Jacket football history. And he'll be looking for that win number 150, that milestone, sometime this season. His counterpart, head coach Josh Smith for Harmony Grove, his first season as a head coach here, but he has been here for 8 years as the assistant to Mike Guthrie, who retired at the end of the 2023 season. As you said, it's the 84th season opener for the Yellow Jackets. It's the 15th season opener for Harmony Grove as they started football full-time in 2010, and they had 2 games as kind of a welcoming into football back in 2009, but they started full-time in 2010. So it should be a good one here tonight. The Yellow Jackets want to get off to a good start, and we'll talk as we go along. But Harmony Grove is going to want to try to run the football 95% of the time or more. And the Yellow Jackets last year stopped the run, got the lead, and then forced Harmony Grove out of what they like to do best, which is run the football, and forced them to have to pass the football. There is rain in the area, but so far no lightning involved with that rain. But there is rain in the area, and we could get wet before this one's over. And we're set for Yellow Jacket football. The Jackets will kick off to start the game, and sophomore kicker Derek Infante will kick it away.
And we are underway from the 40. The Yellow Jackets dressed in white, pants, jerseys, gold helmets, kick down the field. It's going to go out of bounds at about inside the 15, I believe. So I think the Cardinals will have the option of taking that ball, it'll be at the 35, is that right? On a ball that goes
Should
out
be
of
the
bounds
35
before going into the end zone. If the ball does not make it to the 35, so the kick goes out of bounds at the 40, I think the return team has the option of taking it where it actually went out of bounds and getting.
Well, the chain gang's having trouble on the sideline deciding where they want to put the chains down. Now they're going to put it at the 25, so that's where Harmony. Well, now the referee says the ball goes to the 35, which we thought that was the rule. The chain gang thought it was the 25, and it'll be 1st and 10 out of the 35.
And the Cardinals dressed in black pants, red jerseys, red helmets, trimmed in a little bit of white.
Quarterback will be Jaheim Noble. The 3-year starter quarterback graduated at the end of last year. They had 4 players in the spring battling for that quarterback spot.
Here we go. Under center, handoff, fullback up the middle, pulling tacklers up near the 50, going to make it to the 49, and there's going to be a first down on the first play of the game for the Cardinals. And I was thinking a couple years ago when we were here, we saw, though, at that diamond tee and that rushing attack that the Cardinals had. I was visiting with Coach Jordan Benson about the defensive side of the things for the Yellow Jackets today at lunch before the football game. Talked, we're going to see that again. They're going to run the ball. And just when you think they're going to run it again, they'll sneak in a pass. Maybe they'll throw 3 or 4 passes a game when you're not ready for it. But that first run's successful. Player down momentarily, injured on the field.
Quarterback Jaheim Noble, we talked about him. That's his brother that had the first carry, number 15, Jacoby Noble. Noble had a broken leg, I believe, in the off-season and wasn't cleared to play until late in the summer. And he picks up 14 yards on first down, but now he's heading to the sideline, not putting any weight on that leg. He moved in from Jonesboro. That's his brother. They had, as I said, at quarterback, they used 4 different players in the spring to try to find a quarterback. Only one of the 4 had ever played in this system, 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. One player came over from the baseball team. One player hadn't played since the 7th grade. And we talked about one was a running back, and that's the quarterback now, Jaheim Noble.
And If you're watching on the live stream, you'll see that quarterback, 3 backs behind him, hand off to the second back. The right side, he breaks out of the pack, the 40, the 30, the 20. It's going to be a touchdown for the Harmony Grove Cardinals on their second offensive play of the ball game from their own 49-yard line, 51 yards and a touchdown. Harmony Grove 6, the Yellow Jackets 0.
Lane Beatty, sophomore running back. And we saw that last night in the junior high game. They sealed off the corner, and he got around the edge. You got to hold the edge and force him back to the middle. And that was a 51-yard touchdown run.
And on for the extra point attempt are the Cardinals. 11-13 here. Not quite a minute into the ball game here from Harmony Grove. The wind is picking up. Clouds are coming in. I don't know if that's from the south or it's putting a little bit of a darker cast over the field. Wind picking up. And the snap is, the holder can't field it cleanly, and it's going to get loose. And the Yellow Jackets, can they return?
You can't advance it.
Can't return that. Little nifty play there as the Yellow Jacket picked it off the ground, flipped it to Colton Warren. Colton Warren's going to go the length of the field into the end zone, but in Arkansas high school football, you cannot return
can't return a fumble in high school football on the extra point. In college, that would have been a safety. You picked up 2 points on that.
So that leaves your score. Harmony Grove 6, the Yellow Jackets 0. 11-13 when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, The Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, Main Street Floors, Susie Allen Salon, Johnny's Automotive, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Regions Bank, by Miller Sanitation, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
The Blagg Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Blagg Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blagglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports.
Home press box, the kickoff. Squibbs down the ground, picked up by Caleb McCarver. Short kick. He's going to get it back to about the 29-yard line. Yellow Jackets, pretty good field position to start their opening drive. Going to be led out on the field by junior quarterback Brody Dufran. Brody was a 10th grade starter last year for the Yellow Jackets. Worked on 7-on-7 on this summer on a passing game. He's got running backs and a big line in front of him. Going to be led by Creed Brown, snapping the football to Dufran. We'll see how they want to attack the Cardinals on their first offensive series of the season. Zach Gonzalez behind him, as is Rylan Jones. Bryson Littell, he's in the slot. He's going to go to Jones on the right side. He gets to the end untouched. 35, 40 towards the sideline. 45, cuts back, gets away from one defender, takes on a second, and it'll take a couple of them to muscle Rylan Jones out of bounds. Up at the 50-yard line, a 21-yard carry.
Yeah, it's good to see Rylan Jones back. If you remember last year, he missed the first 6 games or so with an injury before we got him back late in the year. And he gives you both speed, deception, and power. And he came in late at the end of the year last year, had some big runs. And that final quarter against CAC, he had a couple of big runs.
And quickly, handoff. This time, Gonzalez, just left of center, I believe. Going to be a short gain, maybe a couple of yards up to the 48. Was that right, or was that Littell?
As Zach Gonzalez.
It was Gonzalez. Pickup of 2 on the carry. Second down, well, almost 3. We'll call it second down at 7. Ball's on the far hash. That's in front of the visiting Yellow Jacket fans. Out of the slot in motion, but the give is Gonzalez again on the left side. Tripped up, but falls forward up near, I think it's going to be about the 42. Give him a pickup of 5 on the carry. Going to bring up third down and 2 for the Yellow Jackets.
Rylan had a big game, or not Rylan, Zach Gonzalez had a big game last year. Had 68 yards against the Cardinals. Jackets much bigger up on the line of scrimmage. The Jackets with 300-pounders on that line of scrimmage with Cash Carpenter, Creed Brown, and Alec Huey.
Dufran under center. The give out of the slot. Littell coming right to left into the line. And it looks like he'll get across the 40, maybe the 39. That should be the first Petty Jean Fiber, first down of the season for the Clinton Yellow Jackets.
And the other lineman up there, Larry Swan. And along with Eden Cifuentes, a sophomore.
Again, Gonzalez, Jones in the backfield. Littell's in the slot. Turn give this time is Jones. Starts right. Now turns it up at the end, and he'll carry the football just short of the 30. Going to be a pickup of what? Maybe about 8 on the carry, if not 9. Going to bring up 3rd and short again for the Yellow Jackets. Well, 2nd down, excuse me.
Yeah, you see Cifuentes pulling from that left guard to the right that time and get that little extra blocker coming to that right side, and you'll take 7 yards every time on first down. Eli Henson also lined up a tight end on that side.
2nd down and 3. This time Gonzalez on the left side. 1 tackler high, 1 tackler low. Across the 30, not much. Maybe the 29, but the 30 looked to be the yard to gain for the first down. And we'll look for the signal. It's right on the 30. And the official is going to say he's just short.
Yeah, he's going to be a little bit short.
He needs up 3rd and 1.
They run a 4-man front, a 4-2 defense, 4-2-5 defense for Harmony Grove. They only return 1 defensive player from last season.
And Roe Dufan's going to keep it. He's going to get behind Big Creed Brown. Forward. He's pushed backward, but let's see his forward progress. He didn't need much, and I've got the sideline official coming in at the 29. I think that would be good for a Petty Jean Fiber first down.
2 returners on offense for Harmony Grove. Only 1 on the defensive side of the football. They gave up 26 points a game last year on defense. And here comes the rain.
We can hear it on the metal roof here on our own press box we've got here on the visiting side. Give to Jones, this time to the right again. Little stutter step. Finds his hole. Gets forward. Looks like he'll be across the 25. Going to give him the 24-yard line. Let's see if that ends up.
They run up to that right side. The Cash Carpenter, Eli Henson over there.
They're going to give him 4 on the carry.
I would be surprised to see maybe some type of counter back to the left, Alec Huey's side of the field, and Sam Standridge split to that side now.
2nd and 6, almost 5. Hey, it's a pass. Dufran out on the left side and caught and up to the sideline. Takes the tackler. Should be good for a first down. Looks across the 15. We got a bad angle looking down to our left. That's going to be a Petty Jean Fiber. First down on the catch by... Was that
Sam Standridge? Good play call by Coach Dufran. Had the single coverage out there and that quick out, almost like a running play. And good to see. I like to see Sam catch one early and get that confidence going. Then he made a really nifty run to get down inside the 15.
The give is Littell. He starts right, and a tackler's going to meet up with him there at the end. Not much. That's going to keep him at the 13. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. How many yards on that pass to Standridge, Coach Matthew Post?
No gain on the play. Be 2nd and 10. Colton Warren coming in with a play from the sideline. Jackets, as I said, there's a kind of really windy right now. The rain is slow to a trickle.
Thank you. Near hash, just in front of us. Dufran drops back, wants to pass right side. 1 receiver caught just short of the end zone. Tackled just short of the goal line. Maybe the 1 or 2. Long way away from us across the field. But that's going to go, let's see, for about 11 yard. They're going to put him, at the 2? You want to call it 11-yard throw?
Great route run, single coverage. Warren took his man down the field, and then the quick out, and Brody had the ball waiting for him when he made the cut. And they had such a busy summer this year of team camps and 7-on-7. They got in a lot of reps, and that's what makes a play like that. It's the timing.
Handoff, left side, touchdown. First of the year for the Yellow Jackets, Zach Hunt Gonzalez out of the fullback position on that left side. 2 yards and a touchdown, and we're tied at 6.
Yeah, that's Zach Hunt Gonzalez. He's one of the best linebackers we've had, or check that, fullbacks that we've had in a long time. And we've talked about this offense really rolls when it has a really good fullback.
Derek Infante On for the kick, the hold, it's up, and it's good. Boy, Infante looked good in the scrimmage earlier in this season. I think you're going to see good things from the kicking team this year, and that gives the Yellow Jackets their first lead of the year, 7-6 over the Harmony Grove Cardinals. 5:34 in the first when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
In 15-20 into the pack. And look maybe about the 22-yard line, the tackle there. Cardinals, their second offensive possession. They scored 2 plays last time. Let's see how this Yellow Jacket defense wants to attack this diamond.
A Jacket drive was 76 yards. A couple of the big plays was Rylan Jones' 25-yard run and catches by Warren and Standridge. And the touchdown by Gonzalez. Extra point by Infante, and the Jackets lead 7-6. And Infante kicking into a stiff wind. These flags are straight out, and he got that kickoff all the way down to the 10-yard line into the wind. He's going to be a weapon this year. He was last year as a freshman, and we saw in the black and gold game, he was kicking field goals from 40 yards out with not much effort at all.
Yellow Jackets 4-down linemen, 3 linebackers, 4 in the secondary. They're all up tight within, 7 yards of the ball. Handoff left side across the 25. Going to end up at near the 20.
Looks like Jacoby Knoll, the running back who went down on the first play of the game, has not returned for this series. And Harmony Grove is more than happy to get 4.5 yards on first down. One thing about the dead tee and the wing tee, the plays happen so close to the line of scrimmage, there's very few lost yardage plays. Everything's almost always positive, so of course you always want to avoid penalties if you run these type of offenses.
Ball's on the far hash from the Yellow Jackets sideline. Under center. Snap to the left side. No, it's back up the middle. So the quarterback went left, but quick handoff up the middle across the 30-yard line. And maybe the 32. 132. I think they're going to get up near the 33. Pickup of about.
One thing you want to do with it, and I'm talking about, they're going to get them a first down. They thought about measuring it. When you play a team like this, you want to get 2 scores or more ahead, and you also want to try to get them into long yardage situations because you make them do things that they're uncomfortable with, which is passing the football. If they always stay ahead of the sticks, then when they do pass, there's usually somebody open, there's a positive play, but you force them into situations they don't like. Having to play fast, they'd like to run 20, 25 seconds off the snap clock each time if they could.
Back under center, 3 backs behind. Quick handoff, just right of the center. And it'll be up near the 39-yard line.
And you see right now, all the running backs right now falling forward. We've talked about that over the years with the Yellow Jacket running backs. So there's another 5 yards on first down.
Nose of the football at their own 40-yard line. It looks like still maybe a few sprinkles. Look across the way. If you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, you'll see a few umbrellas in the Yellow Jacket stands. Still a little bit of wind. Looks like it might be clearing out just a little bit behind here from where these clouds came from moments ago. This time to the right side, handoff, turns it up near the end and up to the 45-yard line. Another first down for the Cardinals.
if you ever watch any type of flex bone team, you watch Harding play or something like that, they're more than happy just to get 3 yards at a time. And then they'll eventually pop one. Right now, Harmony Grove's getting about 5 yards on every play. Jackets did force 2 turnovers last year. Only 1 offensive lineman back from last year for Harmony Grove. They did move a tight end to guard. So a really inexperienced offensive line for the Cardinals.
And it's time. 2 lead backs in the front. And hand it off. Moving right to left, but not much. Right side of that Yellow Jacket defensive line was ready for that. Stop made at the 48. Looking at those down linemen again. You mentioned them earlier. Larry Swan. And also for the Yellow Jackets, Eden Fuentes. Who else you got there? Cash Carpenter. I mentioned Cash. He's on the left side.
You got Zach Gonzalez and Briar Gadberry at the linebacker spots, along with Brayson Littell. Gadberry takes the defensive signals from defensive coordinator Joe Hudson, relays those to his teammates.
Is that Eli Henson at an end spot on that right side?
That is him.
And handoff again, 1 lead back. And to the left side, tackled across the 50. Going to make the Yellow Jacket 47. Going to bring up 3rd down.
Now for the first time tonight, we're going to have I'd call it 3rd down and medium. It's about a long 3, close to 4 for Harmony Grove, but this also could be 4-down territory for them. So big play for the Yellow Jacket defense here. And you look up, we're already down to 30 seconds left in the first quarter, and that's the way Harmony Grove loves to play, to eat that clock up.
Now they will have to run a play here. There's 18 seconds on the play clock unless they were to take a timeout. So can't run the quarter and talk about it on the sideline. 3rd and 2, right in front of us, our broadcast position here, visiting side. Under center, snap, give, 2nd back behind. Follows the block, gets through the line. 1st down for the Cardinals as they move the football to the Yellow Jacket 40, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. It's gone fairly quick, these rushing teams, but the Yellow Jackets on top, 7-6 over the Harmony Grove Cardinals here from Haskell. A short break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Well, a quick first quarter, only took about 21 minutes there. Jackets lead 7-6. Jackets have had the ball 1 time. They drove 76 yards for a touchdown. Harmony Grove scored on their 2nd play of the game to take a 6-0 lead. The extra point was no good. Clinton came back and on a drive to tie the game. They picked up 3 first downs on that drive, kicked the extra point. They lead 7-6, and then Harmony Grove took over at the 25. And they've now moved down to the Yellow Jacket 40. And they have 1st and 10 inside the Yellow Jacket territory. Coach Post says the Harmony Grove with 4 first downs. They have 101 yards on 9 rushes so far. And guess what? They have yet to attempt a pass.
Hey, Mike Holly, lots of folks watching the broadcast on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, the KHPQ Facebook page, listening on 92.1 FM all over the world on the Internet. One of those folks, our good friend Jerry Cabana. Hey, one of the most decorated athletes in Clinton High School history, Maddie Cabana. She's going to be running her first college cross-country match tomorrow at Oral Roberts University. I think we're going to be keeping up with Maddie as the year goes on and certainly look forward to her success. Coach Matthew Post, state champion coach here with us tonight. He coached Maddie, and so we'll look forward to that.
Yeah, big things ahead for Maddie Cabana. Nobody works harder than she does, and that pays off with the success that she's had. And we'll talk more as we go along. Zane Widener at UCA. He made the travel squad. He'll be heading to Jonesboro tomorrow as Arkansas State will play UCA. That'll be fun to run on a field with 30,000 people in the stands. It'll be Zane Widener. And I also want to mention Brody Emerton signed with National Park College, junior college in Hot Springs. They won the national championship last year. So the Yellow Jackets doing well at the college level.
After a pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6 for the Cardinals. To the left side, handoff into that Yellow Jacket defensive line. Short gain, pickup. We're going to end up maybe with a couple on that, maybe 3. Bring up 3rd down and almost 3 for the Cardinals.
Second straight 3rd and 3 for Harmony Grove. They converted the last one. They do have a really good kicker, have a sophomore kicker, but I would imagine they're probably in 4-down territory right here. First game, and yet Harmony Grove, they've been so far penalty-free. No, even a procedure penalty or something like that with this offense that backs you back 5 yards is big. So far, they've been penalty-free.
The first offensive series tonight, they scored in 2 plays, a 51-yard touchdown on that second one. This series, they're grinding it out, moving it down the field.
There it is.
And you called it, and there's the penalty. And offensive. It looks like they Yellow Jacket defense kind of tackled after the play, but let's see. That's going to leave that penalty on the Cardinals. We're going to false start maybe, or
false. The center actually looked like he started early, and there's that 5-yard penalty, as we just said.
So you called it, Mike Holly. Does this change what the Cardinals want to do? Could we see their first pass of the night at 3rd and 8?
I think in this situation down in distance on our end of the field, I think they may still think about running two running plays here. We shall see. That Yellow Jacket secondary is a good one this year in Colton Warren, Rylan Jones at the corners, Sam Standridge at safety, along with all-conference member Joshua Fultz.
Here we go. It is a handoff moving right to left. 3rd back, 2 league blockers. Good job. Zach Hunt Gonzalez gets high, and for the Yellow Jackets, low. I think that's Colton Warren. They're going to end up almost 5. It's going to be, they'll move it back 1-4. It's going to be 4th and 4. Cardinals are at the Yellow Jacket 35-yard line.
That's kind of a little tricky play if you got as far as the dead tee. It was basically just a counter play. Everything going to the right, and then the handoff to the running back coming back to the left. A little counter movement, but the Yellow Jackets were there. Zach Hunt Gonzalez got through some traffic. Was able to get the ball carrier to the ground, and there's a big play for the Yellow Jacket defense. 4th down and 5.
Ball on the near hash here in front of the home crowd. Cardinals sideline. Yellow Jackets want to come up. They want to blitz the left side. The handoff is to the right. Pile up. It's going to push towards the 30. That's close to the first down mark.
Going to be close. The official on the Clinton side of the field says he's about a half-yard short. The Yellow Jacket offense is coming on the field, but we haven't had a signal yet.
Doesn't look like he got the 30. With the marker.
And there it is.
How about that? Yellow Jacket defense holds. They stop the Cardinals on 4th down, and they will take the football at their own 31-yard line, leading 7-6 with 9 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And a big stop by the Yellow Jacket defense, and now get back on offense. And now the Yellow Jackets are going to go to the shotgun.
First time we've seen that here on the second series. Quick pass, left side. Dufresne's 3 for 3. Caught, makes a move, makes the first miss up to the 39-yard line. Fell to the 40 is Liam Hudson on the throw and catch from Dufresne to Hudson. And it's a pickup of about 9.
Yeah, Liam running well. Coming off an injury a couple of years ago. Had a great track season with a high jump. And we saw he had a big run against Riverview in the benefit game a couple weeks ago. And that quick out pass to Liam and 9 yards on first down.
Hudson, he's featured in 501 magazine for the Yellow Jackets. Highlighted there. If you might pick up one of those around town. And high snap. Dufresne pulls it down, puts it in the belly. Gonzalez, he just looking for a yard to first down. But as he ducks his head into the pile, I don't know if he made it. Let's see. They're going to give him the 42.
Great play by Brody Dufresne. That snap was a little bit high and hot. Brody went up and got it and was able, usually the timing is off at that point, but he was able to get it back down and get it to the running back, Gonzalez, in time to get it to him, and the Yellow Jackets have a first down.
I think Brody's getting taller. He's growing into his 11th grade year. He made that look a little easier. Shotgun snap, quick pass, left side, caught behind the line of scrimmage, down the left sideline. I think Standridge on the catch and throw across the 50, up near the 48. That's where he needed to get the first down. They're going to
another good quick out. Those are like running plays, but what really made that play, if you're watching home, Rylan Jones, great blocking down the field. He was lined up in the slot, and he comes down, and those plays work only when the other receivers block, and a great block by Rylan Jones, and now back to the ground.
They gave him 9 yards. Gonzalez going to pick up the Petit Jean Fiber first down as he will carry the football to the Cardinal 37. And, excuse me, not the 37, that's the 42, which will be a pickup of 7 and a Petit Jean Fiber first down.
I would say the Yellow Jackets with a pretty good size advantage at the line of scrimmage. They've showed their versatility there. We've seen the shotgun and now back under center.
We're looking right down the line of scrimmage from our vantage point in the press box. Fake to Gonzalez. Dufresne fakes the pitch, keeps it himself. He had the option. He'll get it up to the Cardinal 35-yard line before he's driven out of bounds. 7-yard pickup for Dufresne and the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, we didn't see Brody last year as a sophomore run a whole lot. I don't think Coach wanted him to run a whole lot. I think he just wanted to run the offense and kind of turn him loose a little bit more. And Brody got hit pretty hard, but then they pushed him out of bounds. I think Coach Dufresne kind of questioned the official.
And a penalty. I didn't see that flag, but this one looks like it's coming back.
It is coming back.
We'll look for the signal.
I still hadn't seen the flag. Oh, here's the flag way back here at the 47-yard line. And they rode Brody out of bounds over there. They hit him probably 10 yards inside the field and then rode him out of bounds. No call there.
Well, could it be a dead ball penalty? Now they'll pick the football up, bring it back to the original line of scrimmage, which is the 42. And it looks like the official's prepared to mark it off from there. There he goes. What's the personal foul? So,
did he call dead ball? Is it going to be second down? Is it going to be first down? Jackets ran the option there. Wow.
I think that he didn't have quite the first 15 yards on the. He's going to pick it up, move it back some more against you. I thought maybe that was a little short. It was a spot foul, but they put it from the line of scrimmage. Maybe that's where it took place.
Jackets ran the option there. They hadn't done that probably a couple of years. It worked well there, but it gets called back and see if the Jackets can work out of this huge hole now.
At their own 43, Jones to the left side. He breaks through, cuts it back to the right. He may go. Rylan Jones, 40, 30, giving chase, 20, 10. Jones, touchdown. Rylan Jones, Jr. on the carry.
And that's how you get one out of the hole, folks. First and 25, and he goes for 58 yards.
There's a penalty on the play. The 10-yard line. You had a couple of Cardinals trailing. Jones ran away from them. I think you had a Clinton blocker. That block may have happened behind Jones. Let's see if that's going to negate the touchdown.
I didn't see anybody but Jones here, but wow.
Blocking the back.
And it will be a first down. But erase the touchdown so if the Jackets don't score, remember that play right there. So give Jones, that would be 38 yards on the run. Now you got to go back to work.
And here it is. Moving right to left, turn it up inside, breaking tackles, pulling Cardinals across the 5, the 4, maybe the 3.
Oh, Harold McNabb.
Harold McNabb.
What I always say, he's a football player. And great run by Harold behind that left side with Alec Huey and crew.
Give him 16 on the carry. Yellow Jackets going to try to punch it in. Maybe look for Gonzalez to get a carry.
And the Jackets jumped on the right side.
Snap of the football.
And back it up. The third penalty now on this series.
First and goal from the 4. Going to become first and goal from the 9. 6:02 in the second quarter. Clinton 7, Harmony Grove 6.
Jackets have been their own worst enemy on this drive. A block in the back, a personal foul, and now a procedure penalty, and you got first and goal at the 9. Standridge brings the play in.
Samuel split wide left. McNabb in the ballgame. He's going to split out to the left as well. 2 backs behind Dufresne. Handoff is Gonzalez. And good open field tackle off the end. Gonzalez maybe got a yard at best to the 8. Good solo tackle. Second down for the Yellow Jackets. Second
Yeah, that's
goal.
the quarterback, Jaheim Noel. So they play their quarterback both ways. Kind of tells you about the depth that they probably have. He's lined up at linebacker.
Gonzalez for the most carries of any Yellow Jacket back tonight. Dufresne trying to pound with the big fullback, Zach Hunt Gonzalez. Second down and goal from the 8. Going to shift right to left. 2 backs behind Dufresne. Turn, give. Jones right to left. Breaks 1 tackle, a second. It's going to 3 Cardinals now.
Yeah, it's going to be a face mask, I think.
And so
He's still
finally, I don't know if they got him down or not. There was a big pile there. At least
looks like a face
Cardinals.
mask early, but we're a long ways away.
Jones had moved the ball maybe a
and
couple
that
of yards.
should give the Yellow Jackets a first down. Nope, no automatic first down. But it will stay second down, and it will move the ball down to the 4.
Distance to the 4. Right.
Jackets do not want to settle for a field goal here.
4:50 clock running, second quarter. A little bit of a shift right to left. Littell, I believe Henson, turn, fake the handoff. Dufresne, it's going to be blind on the right side. He'll have to get away from 1 tackler. A second, dives to the end zone, looking for the signal. And touchdown by Dufresne. That was all Brody on that. He faked the handoff, was going to bootleg. He had a defender right in his face who did not get fooled. Dufresne's able to shake him, run past him, get by a second, dive in. It's Clinton 13, Harmony Grove 6.
Yeah, we've already seen Brody use his wheels so far this year. And then a guy had a beat on him back here around the 10-yard line, and a great move by Dufresne. He got to the corner of the end zone and got in. And the Jackets finally score after committing 3 penalties on this drive, having a touchdown call back, but they are relentless, and the Jackets end up driving 69 yards for the touchdown.
The defensive stop gives the Yellow Jackets a 1-score lead. Infante's kick is up, good. He's perfect, 2 for 2. Clinton 14, Harmony Grove 6, 4:36 in the second quarter. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Jolie Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Jolie's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Jolie Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
And the Jackets answer with a 69-yard touchdown drive after stopping Harmony Grove on 4th down. Overcame 3 penalties to score.
Derek Infante, it's going to be an onside kick. Still loose. Cardinals dive in. Yellow Jackets dive in front of us here at the 44-yard line.
Derek is down.
Going to untangle who ends up with the football. And I've got an official.
We're covered by Clinton. And Derek took a shot as he stuck his nose in there. He tried to recover the onside kick himself, and he took a shot. He was airborne.
Well, now they're backing up, back across the 50.
Now they're going to say Clinton touched the ball before it crossed the 50. Jackets cannot catch a break tonight here. They're going to say the Jackets touched it before it crossed the 50.
That's the call. The football's got to go 10 yards before the kicking team can touch the football.
And you give Harmony Grove the ball at midfield.
49-yard line.
And Derrick is limping off the field on the far side. That's the bigger loss right there right now. Before I said anything, I was going to say he might kick that one into the end zone because he was kicking with the wind.
Head coach Christy Friend maybe going for the knockout blow right there with a score lead. Thought maybe he could fool a little bit, get the onside kick, punch it in for halftime with that 2-score lead. That may have.
This is a big series right here.
Just in front of us here, the Yellow Jacket 49, turn, give, middle back. I think that's Alec Huey on the tackle. It is short gain, about the 48, 47 at best, yard or two for the Cardinals. Give him the 48.
Yeah, big series here for the Jackets, leading by 8. Jackets would get the ball to start the second half, so if you can get a stop here, then you got a shot for that 2-possession lead.
Huey and Copen Ross are your 2 defensive guards or tackles in the ball game. I'm going to try to stuff the middle there to the right side. Going to keep it, turn inside up near the 45 for the Cardinals. That's Jacoby Noble out of the quarterback spot, just short of the 45. Third, a little bit longer for the Cardinals. It's going to be third and a long 6, almost 7, we'll call it.
See what they want to do here. Might see their first pass of the game, but you also, and when you have an offense like this, you don't want to, you hate to pass when it's obvious. You try to pick those. You try to get the surprise pass, but we'll see what happens here.
Just shy of the Yellow Jacket 45. Noble under center, football in the middle field. He's going to come to the left side, fake the first handoff, wants to keep it, nowhere to go. Yellow Jacket defensive line is ready. No gain on the play. 4th and almost 7 coming up for the Cardinals at the
Good
Yellow
job
Jacket
at
45.
that right side of the defensive line with Henson, and I think that's Copen Ross over there. They kind of crushed in that left side of that Harmony Grove line, and then also the Jackets came up. I think that might have been Colton Warren. He took away any chance of a pitch man. And so now it's 4th down and 5. I think Harmony Grove may want to run this down, take a timeout, and then maybe punt.
2:24 on the game clock, 14 seconds. Excuse me, on the play clock. Well, leading 14-6. Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining, and I think you called it. Looks like
they're going to take a timeout and talk this one over.
A couple of minutes here before halftime. Clinton with a 1-score lead. I think at halftime.
Hey, don't leave us at halftime.
There she is.
We got Sarah Hutchins will join us at halftime and talk everything Battle of the Little Red, which comes up next week. The Yellow Jackets looking for win number 9 in the series over the Heber Springs Panthers. And we love to win the non-sports awards as well. Yeah. So she'll have all the details on how you can help Clinton win the Community Service Awards next week. That game's at Jim Tummelson Field. Make your plans now to be there. It should be a standing room only crowd as the Heber Springs will travel to Clinton as they will pass our lake on the way to Clinton. I got Coach Post here who has claimed the lake. Jackets leading 14-6 with 2 minutes, 7 seconds left here in the first half. And thanks for everybody for listening in. Hey, I want to mention Mr. Wendell Lee Bradford. I think he's watching tonight. Saw him at Walmart a few weeks ago. And he's a big supporter of Yellow Jacket Athletics and watches every game. So, Mr. Bradford, thanks for watching in tonight. And also want to thank Scotty Jones and Western Sizzlin for feeding the team and the road crew today. Pre-game meal. It was great today at Western Sizzlin. Here we go. Let's see what Harmony Grove wants to do. Looks like they're lining up in a punt formation. And the Yellow Jackets are looking for the fake.
Yellow Jacket 45. Clinton's not going to drop back. Well, now they will. Colton Warren will drop back to return if needed.
Don't jump off sides. Just go ahead and let them snap it.
There's the snap and kick. Low line drive kick towards the sideline at about the Yellow Jacket 20. And it's going to go out about there. Yellow Jackets will have it. 2 minutes, 1 second remain in the second quarter, leading 14-6. 3 timeouts. And Yellow Jackets have moved the ball on the Cardinals.
Yep, we've already used our shotgun package tonight. We've completed, I think, 4 passes already so far tonight. With 3 timeouts, though, you can still have the running plays in the book. And, man, this will be huge. If the Yellow Jackets could score here, they're going to get the ball first to start the second half.
If they need to pass, Brody Dufresne is perfect 4 for 4 on the night. I've got him for 40 yards unofficially. A couple of those Sam Standridge catches. Colton Warren has one. Liam Hudson has one. And he's looking to pass on the left side, give his receiver some time, trying to get behind the defender. Goes up. Does he stay in bounds? Goes high to get the football, just short of the 50.
Liam Hudson, what a throw and catch.
How about that? Good catch on that Yellow Jacket sideline. Uses his height, uses his hands.
It was a go route for Liam straight down the field, and a little bit of a pump fake by Brody Dufresne, and the pass was perfect. Only Liam had a chance to catch it, and he pulled it in. And the Jackets have a first down at the 48.
23 yards on the throw and catch. A perfect 5 for 5 for Dufresne. Turn, give, handoff, Littell, right to left. He's got a defender on his ankles. He'll meet another. A yard at best, if not no gain for Grayson Littell. And doing a pretty good job defensively are the Cardinals. And a timeout on the field by the Yellow Jackets. 1:48 remaining, second quarter.
Talked about they had about the busiest summer that I've seen the Yellow Jackets have since I've been here. There was team camps. There were of course, hours in the weight room, and then there was 7-on-7. And Brody and his receivers got a lot of throws and catches this summer, a lot of reps, a lot of timing. There's a route that's there's a double move route that we haven't seen yet tonight, but that we saw several times this summer. And it was a great summer. You can see it there. That pass was perfect to Hudson, a great catch by Liam. And so the Yellow Jackets take a timeout here. Now you got to wonder, I can't really see over there, is Derek Infante okay? Because the Yellow Jackets are going with the wind. If you could get, we see him, down
Look at number 80, fourth from the right.
Yeah, I see him now with his helmet off right now. But, if he could get to close to the 30-yard line, he could be a weapon here kicking with the wind. So he went off the field after taking a pretty good lick on the onside kick.
Around.
It looks like Easton Huey's taking care of him over there. Easton, part of that junior high team. Alex, little brother. Hey, probably got Alec Huey. He's probably got family listening up, I think, tonight up in Indiana watching the game tonight. Glad y'all could join us from Indiana tonight. Hope we can bring you a victory. Maybe run right behind Alec here to that left side.
Second, a little over 9 yards to go. Drop back, empty backfield now. Throw down the middle of the field behind the defense. Caught up at the 20. First down for the Yellow Jackets. On the catch, is that Rylan Jones?
Rylan Jones.
It is. Up to the 18-yard line. 1:34 to go.
If Jones gets his hands on the ball, he's going to catch it. He's a tremendous shortstop in baseball. Has great hands. That time he made a great catch. And the Jackets have a first down, clock running.
Handoff up the middle, breaking through the pack. Gonzalez, the 10-5, touchdown. Touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. Zach Hunt Gonzalez, 18 yards. Clinton 20, Harmony Grove 6.
Huge drive, 80 yards, 2 huge catches, and then an 18-yard run by Gonzalez. And the Jackets are in the end zone. In fact, they took over this drive, what was it, just a little over 2 minutes, 2 minutes and a second.
That's right.
And they score with 1:17. 44-second drive.
It is Infante. And he remains perfect. 3 for 3 on the extra points. Clinton 21, Harmony Grove 6, 1:17 to go in the second quarter.
Great drive. Jackets get the ball. We'll start the second half, so you can get a stop here. But man, what a drive by the Jackets that time. They're probably a little bit more methodical. We've had Brody Emberton, Zane Widener, and they could score from any spot on the field at any time. We may have a little bit more I would say more weapons. You can't just key on one thing now. We can run the football. We can run with power. We can run with speed. We can throw the short pass and throw the long pass. So we have a lot of different weapons now that a defense really just can't key down on one thing. And they've showed it tonight. It's on the ground, through the air, lead 21-6. Harmony Grove scored on the second play of the game. And the Jackets have scored 21 straight since then.
I've got Dufresne a perfect 6 for 6, unofficially 96 yards through the air. I got Zach Gonzalez with 2 touchdowns. And I've got Rylan Jones. He's piling up the yards with that big 33-yard pass reception. I've got Rylan now just about 100 yards total offense on rushing and receiving.
3 touchdowns in his career now against Harmony Grove for Zach Hunt Gonzalez.
And Infante,
there it is.
Boot it down the field, inside the 5, into the end zone. That's a touchback. And that's going to be a weapon for the Yellow Jackets this season. And they'll start at their own 20-yard line, minute 17.
Can't remember the last time we've seen a touchback. We've seen some field goals the last few years, but there's a touchback. And I would say Derek's okay.
Now, you would say the Cardinals, hey, they're not a quick strike offense. They grind it out. But their first offensive series of the night, they scored in 2 plays. The second was a 51-yard touchdown run, so you can't go to sleep on them and just think they're going to run it between the tackles for 3 yards here with a minute 17 to go. But from their 20-yard line, like that diamond tee, 3 backs behind Noble. It is an inside handoff. They'll hit it quick up the middle and get it to about the 28-yard line. They're going to get up quick. They want to get on the ball, ready to snap it after an 8-yard gain.
Hey, you want to mention one of our new sponsors, and Angela Bradford and crew are at Hogs and Heifers right now, and they're watching the Yellow Jackets on TV at Hogs and Heifers. What a great place to go and have a meal, have a great time. Really special during football season, and the Yellow Jackets are on the big TVs at Hogs and Heifers. Hey, Angela, take a picture of that and send it to us.
Hey. I think that's where the Postgame is going to be next week after the Heber Springs. The Battle of Red is going to be at Hogs and Heifers that night.
Yeah, everybody come on down after the game. I think Coach Post is buying.
Here we go, second down, 28 seconds, and looking to pass down the middle, going to wind it up, but there's 3 defenders, and there's going to be a penalty on the play.
Oh, my gosh.
Ball falls to the turf, 1 receiver, 3 defenders, a 4th and a 5th in the area.
You have triple coverage. The ball's underthrown, and an official calls pass interference on Clinton, unless something different here.
That stops the clock at 18 seconds. Harmony Grove, they let the clock wind down.
At the very least, that ball was uncatchable. Wow.
Well, it's
I'm
not
not
a
sure
spot foul in high school football, so
Right.
what, a 15-yard
But the Jackets
penalty.
would have had the football back at the 40 with a couple of timeouts left. Wow. I'm not sure if that's maybe a young official out there or what.
That'll move it. Should be the 44-yard line. It'll give the Cardinals a first down. 18 seconds remaining. They have 2 timeouts. That was their first pass attempt of the night. It took a little while to develop. Maybe Clinton looking for that. He ended up with those 3 defenders. And as you said, underthrown. What do they do here? Quick handoff up the middle. 3-yard gain to the 47. Might have been a fumble at the end of it. I don't know. Players dive in, but will they stop the clock? They will. Timeout, Harmony Grove. 11 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Clinton leading 21-6.
Hey, let me mention, I've got some other folks. I think maybe some of Colton's folks maybe watching over in South Carolina. Glad for them to tune in. I know they watch during the baseball season. And also the Dufresnes down in Louisiana. Wish you guys were here. Brody's had a good game so far here in the first half, but his grandparents watching down in Monroe, Louisiana. And wanted to mention them. And, we talk about Yellow Jackets have fans everywhere. You tune in from Botkenberg to Choctaw, from Formosa to Banner Mountain. The Yellow Jacket fans are tuned in. Right now, in Taiwan, Southeast Asia, in the American Cafe, KHPQ is playing right there. So we may have some Yellow Jacket football fans in Taiwan, Taipei, Taiwan. And so if you're listening in, glad you could join us. There's an American over there from Arkansas who has opened an American Cafe, and over the speakers is KHPQ, Sid King, Trading Post, Country Music, and now Yellow Jacket football.
Second down, 11 seconds, second quarter. Noble takes the snap, rolls to his left, pitches near the 50, knocked out of bounds by Gadberry and Colton Warren. That'll stop the clock with 6 seconds to go. It's a short gain, maybe the Yellow Jacket 49, so time for maybe one more play maybe 2 at the best, barring a Yellow Jacket penalty. 6.8 seconds, 21-6. Cardinals at the Yellow Jacket 49.
That's why they tried front earlier. The Yellow Jackets took away the pitch man. That time they basically took away the pitch man. They drove him so far into the sideline there was no room to go. So the Yellow Jackets one more play here, get into halftime with a 21-6 lead.
5 defensive backs in the secondary. They're going to pass, going to throw it up, pressure, caught at the 38, tackled there, and that is the final play of the first half. The Yellow Jackets get that touchdown in that final 2 minutes of the first half, and it looks like they're going to go to the locker room with a 21-6 lead over the Harmony Grove Cardinals here in Haskell. They'll go to the locker room. We'll take a short break. We got halftime guests lined up. Sarah Hutchins is here. Yep. Brian Henderson's here. Jim Henderson's here. And so stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pregame Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Hi, I'm Allison Tyner, an APRN at Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic. At Conway Regional Clinton Medical Clinic, our primary care providers are dedicated to comprehensive care while working alongside our specialty care providers such as cardiology, general surgery, orthopedics, and pain management. To make an appointment with me, call 501-745-4914 or visit conwayregional.org.
Hey, we're back here at halftime at Harmony Grove, the season opener for the Yellow Jackets, the 84th season opener in school history. The Jackets lead 21-6. Harmony Grove scored on the second play of the game to lead 6-0, but it's been the Yellow Jackets since then. They lead 21-6. A touchdown by Brody Dufran and 2 by Zach Hunt Gonzalez have given the Yellow Jackets a 15-point lead here at the half. I've got Clinton High School teacher and head of media, Sarah Hutchins, with us here at halftime, and we're going to talk about what's your thoughts on the first half?
Oh, I thought we looked really good, so it was exciting. It's always exciting to have this type of a lead going into the half. So,
yep. Well, we got more exciting stuff next week as you kind of coordinate Clinton's efforts in the Battle of the Little Red. We play that team from across the lake. Tell us about some of the events coming up next week.
We have quite a bit coming up next week, but if you followed us on Facebook and kept up with what's going on, we've been working for the past couple weeks getting sponsors because we do the Fight Like a Kid, Devon's Donors Initiative, and we've had businesses from all over Clinton, so the support has been amazing. But this week we start the Community Impact, and that is the competition against Heber. So we're taking non-perishable food items as well as diapers and wipes for the call. And the great thing about this is that everything that we collect in Clinton stays in Clinton.
Yep.
It goes to our backpack program in the call of Van Buren County.
Yeah.
And, it's our 9th time. We're looking for that 9th win, but we'd like to get that community impact win, too.
Oh, yeah. The community's been so good over the years. So the Community Impact Awards and making the money for Make-A-Wish and all those things.
Yes.
And just for watching Facebook, all the sponsors, it's still time for people to sponsor?
Yes. They can get in touch with me, but it's been overwhelming. We've already reached our goal for the Fight Like a Kid, Devon's Donors, and we'll be able to make some additional contributions that we'll announce later next week.
I think there's a bake sale coming up.
Oh, there's a bake sale. Yes, we have the bake sale that's going to be on the Beta Facebook page. We're going to have some of the greatest bakers in Van Buren County. Maybe not one of the best bakers, but you could pick up the Coach Post Our Lake cake.
That'll be a hot item.
I mean, right? And And I think he was talking about maybe another pie or something that, looking for 9 or so he may not be the best baker, but they're going to be well titled.
His heart's in it. So.
His heart's in it, yes. And the kids are going to be out at Walmart and Cash Saver Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you can stop by, make donations, non-perishable food items or diapers and wipes, or you can drop them by the high school office.
Yeah, come by the high school. Mm-hmm. Everything, as you said, stays right here in Van Buren County in the Clinton School District. And
absolutely.
And we want to win the football game. We also want to win this
the
award, too.
Community impact. And the
have any
support
questions,
we have
who can
is
they call?
great. They can call me.
Just call the high school so you want Miss Hutchins.
Yes.
They all know where to find her. So. Yeah. And so that all comes up next week, the big game. The Jackets have won 8 in a row. We're looking for 9. I think it's Walk the Line for number 9.
It's Walk the Line. It's a Johnny Cash theme. We have a really neat shirt we're excited about that we had an overwhelming response for our shirts, and that all goes toward the community impact. So we're excited about that. So, and everything will kick off at 6:30. The community impact, 6:30. We do the award ceremony. Then they have their honorary captains before the actual kickoff at 7.
Yeah, we're gonna name the honorary captains this week. Just no names, a little sneak peek. It's the 75th anniversary of football at Jim Tumlison Field, so it's going to be a little tie into that. So should be fun. Come to the game.
History.
You want to see those guys. And so, anything else?
I don't think so. If they've got any questions, just reach out to the high school. We do keep everything on the Facebook. So if they've got any questions, but just go grocery shopping. Buy those non-perishable food items.
All right. That's Sarah Hutchins, the Clinton Media Director.
Thanks, Mike.
And any questions you have, just call the high school, ask for Sarah. She'll take care of you. Well, it's halftime. The Yellow Jackets lead 21-6. Stay with us. We got another guest coming up. It's the voice of Jim Tumlison Field, Brian Henderson, coming up. You'll listen to Yellow Jacket football on the Trip. I'll start to say the Trip 94.7, but it's KHPQ 92.1.
The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Here from Harmony Grove, Yellow Jackets and the Cardinals, former conference foes. This year it's a non-conference game here in week 1 here from Harmony Grove, and the Yellow Jackets on top, 21-6 halftime. Yellow Jacket band performing. They're in full uniform tonight. As a matter of fact, they were in full uniform at the black and gold scrimmage game, probably when it was, close to 100 degrees, feels like temperature that night. Hey, they're not wearing T-shirts. They're not in jeans. They were in their full uniform that night, and so they're excited to get out and march on the field. I think I may have heard them. I was outside, I don't know, through the air. I may be a couple of miles from the school, but I'm outside early one morning, and last I knew, band practice period was at 8 a.m. in the morning, first period, and they would practice out on the parking lot behind the arena. I think I heard the Clinton band from my house when I was outside one day this week. So good that they could travel and play tonight. We didn't get you a video of that. We'll maybe work that in as the season goes on, maybe especially when we're at home. We'll get you some footage of the band and the video from the Yellow Jacket press box. Well, speaking of the Yellow Jacket press box, we kind of opened tonight. I don't know if you got to hear us when we first started the ball game, but thanks to Sid King and KHPQ for Mike Holly and I. Sid's let us have this gig for 18 years now of broadcasting Clinton High School sports for KHPQ. Sid, now it's on Facebook. Now it's on YouTube live streaming. Go back to 2007, back in those days, followed up from Billy Don Crow and his broadcasting career for KHPQ Sports. Good friends with Billy Don, and hope he's able to listen tonight if he's not keeping up with the Conway Christian game. But also 18 years ago, I think there had been a handoff as well on the public address system there at Jim Tumlinson Field for the Yellow Jackets, and formerly the voice of Jim Henderson, who was our longtime public address announcer. I'll have to ask how many years here in just a minute. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can see him on camera. Jim Henderson is here with us tonight. His son Brian Henderson. I think Brian's first year also was 2007. Entering his 18th season. He's already off to a start. I heard you last night at the junior high football game. Harmony Grove was in town. I heard your voice, and welcome back, Brian Henderson.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is my favorite season of the year is getting football going back, and especially Yellow Jacket football. Mm-hmm. And what I always loved doing for as long as I've been doing this is watching the seventh graders coming in. Seeing what we got, the talent we've got coming up, and then junior high, then you finally get them out here in senior high. So I can tell you this: Yellow Jacket football looks promising. It really does. Mm-hmm. That seventh grade group, and not just because I'm biased, but my son Widener Henderson is now a seventh grader. I've been coaching Widener and Brayson Littell, who is the senior out there now. So it's kind of another chapter in my life, watching Brayson's legacy go as his senior year comes through to an end this year, and then Widener starting his seventh grade, so he's just starting his legacy. Mm-hmm. But just getting to see all the talent that comes through and know what what we're to expect as we're moving forward. And like I said, the future looks bright. It looks really good. It's great to look down there and you're seeing the same coaches, the same assistant coaches. A lot of times you don't see that very often. A lot of those assistant coaches will go find them a better job or find somewhere else to go. But this has been a real bonding group, and then they have stuck with each other, and they work well with each other. And I always have enjoyed all them coaching together and what they can do with the team.
I know 18 years, but that pales a little bit to head coach Chris Dufran. I'm not sure if this is his 23rd maybe season as the head coach. I don't know if he get a year or so, a year and a half as an assistant coach before then, but talking about continuity. And then he's had his current group of assistants now for quite some time at Clinton High School, and so that certainly leads to a successful program. There were some lean years back before you and I started our careers as broadcasters and public address announcers, but he certainly had a lot of success here in the football program. And you know, that I think you kind of talked about earlier, you had the opportunity to work with some Pee-wees, and what's your kids coming up, you know, what started with the Pee-wee program, leading to 7th grade, leading to junior high, getting them to senior high, 10th, 11th, and 12th. You know, they've had such a lot of success in the program, and we've seen that pay off through the years.
Yes, sir.
It certainly is fun to tag along with these guys.
It really is. You know, and I definitely want to give a big shout out to my wife, Wendy. She, you know, I'm involved in everything as far as Clinton athletic sports, and being a public address announcer. I love it. I do it for these kids out there, and I do it for the moms and dads and the grandparents out there in the stands. I know what it means to them to hear your kid's name getting called, so I take an emphasis. Every time you've ever come out to Jim Tomlinson Field, you're going to hear your kid's name. I can promise you that.
Mm-hmm.
And the visitors are going to hear their kid's name as well. And you know, everywhere I go, I've always got you know, come to the visitors' side or visitors' game. All of our fans always say, "Man, you're the greatest announcer ever," because we can hear you. We can hear you. So I take pride in that. And like I said, I do it for those kids down there, and I do it for those moms and dads and the grandparents up in the stands. And I learned it from the best. This man standing behind me is my dad. He did it for 5 years, and then took a job offer in El Dorado, Arkansas. And remember Chris Fang coming to me and said, "Hey, your dad did it. What do you think about you doing it?" And boy, I was real skeptical at first, but throughout the years, I tell you what, I absolutely love doing it, and it's hard to believe that we've been doing it for as long as we have. But we've seen a lot of good football, haven't we, Jeff?
That's right.
A lot of good football games.
That's right. Well, put your dad on here.
Yes,
a second.
sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
ask him a couple of questions. I looked at your dad, Jim Henderson, in the face, and I don't know if he may look more like your brother than you, but he looks like maybe the fourth brother of you guys tonight. He's got a cap on and his hair, and I see the resemblance in the face tonight of Jim Henderson. You know, talking about public address, one thing you just said made me think of, you know, growing up as a kid, I had the opportunity, my grandfather, Harvey J. Hall, my dad, Mike Hall, they took me to a lot of Razorback games, whether sometimes in Fayetteville, but a lot of times to War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock, where the Razorbacks won big last night. And listening to the public address announce those games, I thought that would be the coolest job ever, to be the public address man at Razorback Stadium. Now, this goes back, you know, to the 70s, the 80s, before Craig O'Neill and whoever the current announcer is. And, you know, they played it pretty straight, and number and yard and what down to go and stuff. And just, I don't know if it was the people, it was the atmosphere, the 55,000 or what. That just, I thought being able to do that would be the greatest thing ever. So, Brian, talking about bringing that energy and those kids and those names and Jim Tomlinson Field being able to say that, I think back to, you know, one of Brian's things he does is first down. And, you know, now you see the crowd, they kind of salute that. They do the first down, signal the first down. I think you brought that first at Jim Tomlinson Field. That's the Yellow Jacket first down. I think that was a Jim Henderson.
Yes,
and
I remember doing that. I do remember doing that, starting that there. Also off your seats and on your feet. We had that going. Yeah, that was a great time. You said it. When Coach Dufresne asked me if I'd do that, man, that was like a dream come true for me. So it really was. I enjoyed the heck out of it. So, and that's great to pass it off. You know, Brian, and I know he's doing a good job. He's still here. So, you know, but it's great to see all of this out here. A lot of great memories, really are. Some great games. I remember some great games with you and all that. You've been calling games for how long now?
I guess it's same. It'll be our 18th year here with broadcasting for Sid King. So, yeah, we've seen a lot of success through these years, and yeah. Well, you're not too far away. You and your wife in El Dorado. You're back to Arkansas.
Yeah,
down in El Dorado, South Arkansas.
Lived back in El Dorado. Moved to Arizona for a couple of years, and Nona didn't like it. So guess who got to come home from Arizona? So anyway. It is good. It's great to be back home and having the opportunity to come see the grandsons play, and you know, and I know it'll continue on when Bree becomes a cheerleader and does all her stuff. So you can't beat it. You can't beat it. So I love it here.
Right. One of your sons, Brandon or Jimmy. I think is he still doing work for
ESPN
or
he's still working for Sirius
Sports Sirius? That's right, on the digital. That's right.
He produces a show, College Sports Today, Sirius XM, Channel 84. Here's a plug for him, okay? But yeah.
So here we are, Ryan and I talking about doing Class 4A, small town football. Your other son, he's national doing all this stuff. What?
There you go.
Call him up. Can he help us out? Can we?
Anyway, but yeah, he's still doing that, and Brandon's down there in Clinton, a nurse there at the hospital, and things are good. Our oldest granddaughter Emily's a freshman up at the University of Arkansas, so another reason to go watch the Hogs. I hope it's
that's right.
Hope it's. Last night was great, but let's see what it looks like this time or 2 weeks from now. Yeah, but anyway,
that's right.
But anyway, yeah, Jeff, I appreciate you having me on. It's great to be back, and love Clinton. I always have, and looking forward to a lot more years.
All right. Well, I don't know how Brian does it. I mean, we're both of us probably in early season form. Maybe we both still have our voice. As the season goes on, sometimes I feel it in my voice just from talking on the radio. I think that for Brian, though, I mean, some years he's done junior high on Thursday night, senior high on Friday night, and Pee Wee on Saturdays. And so I don't know his voice, how he keeps it as the season goes on. I don't know if he's ever missed a game, but if he does, he might can call you in.
I'll come up.
Can he sub for him?
I'll come in. It's not a problem. Put me in, Coach. I'll be there.
That's right. Well, thanks, Jim Anderson, for joining us.
Thank
and
you,
let's cheer the Jackets.
Me, love you guys.
Yes,
tell
sir.
Dad hi.
And,
tell everybody back in Clinton hi for me.
We'll see you there soon.
Yeah, we'll see you now. Go Jackets. Let's finish this game up and wear them out. Thanks.
That's Jim Henderson and Brian Henderson, our public address announcer at Jim Thompson Field, going back to 2000 or so. Combined, they probably almost got in 25 years. Hey, let's take a break. When we return, we'll be ready for the second half. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Hi, this is Jamie from North Ark. Here at North Arkansas College, we are super proud of our facilities and programs, and we feel like we have all the labs, equipment, and personnel in place to help make you as successful as possible while earning an education or working towards a new career. You would be amazed at the resources that are here. If you're low income, a parent, or if you're just looking for a new career and a new role in life, come see us. Schedule a tour of either of our campuses today by visiting northark.edu/tour or by calling our recruitment office at 870-391-3102. And remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Back to Russellville tonight, or are you going back to Clinton?
I'm going to go back to
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in north central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
And we're ready for the second half, Jeff Hall. And the Yellow Jackets will get the ball to start the second half. They lead 21-6. Harmony Grove scored on the second play of the game. They lead 6-0. The Yellow Jackets come back, score 21 straight. 2 touchdowns by Zach Hunt Gonzalez and 1 by junior quarterback Brody Dufran.
Lest Coach Matthew Post didn't get you a statistical update at the first half. Maybe we'll work that in here in the second half. But, again, kind of the big three. Brody Dufran, a perfect 6 for 6. An onside kick attempt across the 50. And football will be covered by the Yellow Jackets. They will have it, but Dufran perfect. 96 yards unofficial in the first half. Zach Hunt Gonzalez, 2 touchdowns, including an 18-yarder. And Rylan Jones, he's got about 100 yards total offense, rushing and receiving. Mike Holly may even have some better stats and some drives there in that first half scoring for the Yellow Jackets.
I mentioned Hayden Jones, a sophomore, recovered that onside kick, and that was not an easy kick to recover because it bounced up. That's what the onside kicker wants it to do, but Jackets have it. And it's like they'll open the second half in the shotgun. Caleb McCarver Jr. in the slot now. Liam Hudson to his outside.
Going to pass out of the left side, and this one a little bit low. Couldn't pull that one in. First incomplete pass of the night for the Yellow Jackets. That will make it second down and 10 yards to go.
You can tell Harmony Grove are respecting the Clinton passing game because those 3 defenders, those 3 defensive backs on the outside, gave the Yellow Jackets about an 8-yard cushion there.
Can you see?
But the pass was a little bit low, and second down and 10. The Jackets you'd love to go down and score a touchdown here and just about give them the knockout blow.
Big Creed Brown, number 51, snap the football, left to right. Littell with it. He'll get tackled. Be just short of the 50-yard line. A pick up maybe a couple. Bring up third down and 8 for the Yellow Jackets.
And an early third down and long for the Yellow Jackets. They got out of a first and 25 back in the second quarter. Quarterback for Harmony Grove still in playing at linebacker. Secondary giving a lot of cushion out there. It's Rylan Jones and Sam Standridge out there to the left.
Shotgun, empty backfield. Look right, throw it back to the left. Tipped, and to the turf. Incomplete on the Yellow Jackets. Going to rig up fourth down and 8. An interesting call. And it looks like they're going to swap personnel.
After a very accurate first half, Brody kind of off on those first 2 passes of the second half. Looked like he maybe tried to throw that one a little too soon. Had plenty of time. And look for the Yellow Jackets to punt this one away.
And as you've seen in recent years, Dufresne will look to be in the shotgun. Then he'll take maybe a short drop. He'll take the snap. He'll kick it down the field, down the right sideline, and out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And the Cardinals will have it there for their first offensive series of the second half. Clinton 21, Harmony Grove 6. Opening night here, the 2024 football season. Yellow Jackets on the road in Harmony Grove.
Well, if you're Harmony Grove, that's what you wanted, a 3 and out by Clinton. You get the ball right back. Jackets leading 21-6, but Jacket defense played well after that first series of the ball game. See what they can do here to start the second half.
Eli Henson, Copen Ross, Alec Huey. 3 or 4 down linemen. 3 linebackers, 4 in the secondary. To the left side, handoff, off tackle. Maybe a yard or 2 up near the 25. Second down, almost 8.
Good crowd tonight of Yellow Jacket fans across the way. And Mr. Hawk brought the band, and they made a great performance here at halftime, along with Jamie Williams cheerleaders on the far side. Mr. Hawk, the new band director for Clinton High School, and we really like what we see out of him so far.
Cash Carpenter, the other down lineman, defensive side of the Yellow Jackets, and a first down for the Cardinals on the carry on the left side up to their own 41-yard line.
Jackson Estes with a carry, another sophomore. A really young ball club for Harmony Grove, and Estes comes limping off here to the near side. And of course, the first play of the ball game, they lost Jacoby Noble, their fullback. Had a 14-yard carry on the first play of the game, was injured. Have not seen him since.
Ball on the near hash, just in front of our broadcast position, sitting a little bit low here on the Harmony Grove press box, but we got our own press box. They've got 3 of them here on the home side. Very nice. Got air conditioning. Handoff on the right side. Big pile up at the 42, the 43. Pickup of a yard or 2. Not much. Second down and long for the Cardinals.
You know, in the first half we saw especially when they were fresh. Those first 2 drives by Harmony Grove, the running backs were always falling forward, and they were getting 4, 5, and 6 yards on first down. Since then, haven't seen them fall forward as much, and now the carries are becoming 1, 2, and 3 yards. Jackets, as we said, with the size advantage up front.
Your linebackers, Caden Clemens in the ballgame, an outside linebacker, along with Gonzalez and Gadberry. Handoff on the right side, off tackle. Across the 40, up near the 42-yard line, 3rd and about 4 coming up for the Cardinals.
This was an offense last year that averaged 27 points a ball game, and we said it had 16 seniors. Jackets held them to 7 points last year. And so far, almost through 2.5 quarters, they've held them to 6 points.
Your secondary, Colton Warren and Caleb McCarver, Joshua Fultz, and Rylan Jones. Ball at the Cardinal 41, 3rd down and 5. To the left side, going to keep it, turn it up. Across the 45, lowers the shoulder up to the 49. First down for the Cardinals. And a good run by the quarterback as Jacoby Noble.
Yeah, Jackets that way took the pitch away that time, forced him to keep the football. Got a first down, took a pretty good lick. He's been out there all night long on offense and defense.
7:27 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Harmony Grove. Now at their own 49-yard line. To the right side. First back. Between the guard and the tackle, I believe they're off the guard. Going to be a pickup. Good gain. Going to be almost 8 on the carry. Bring up 2nd down and 2. They move the football to the Yellow Jacket 43.
Carson Brink with the run. 2 first downs on the drive now for Harmony Grove. Touchdown here for Harmony Grove, and they're back in the ball game.
Eden Fuentes back in the ball game for the Yellow Jackets as a defensive tackle. There's 3 linebackers. They're getting in tight, looking to move forward. Handoff left side. Pile it up at the 40. Short gain, 3, but it's good enough, should be good enough for a first down. That will move the chains. Football at the Yellow Jacket 40.
Clinton's opponent next week, of course, is Heber Springs. They trail at the half, 10-7 against a very good Pottsville team. So Heber hanging in there at home this week, trailing 10-7 at the half, and Jackets leading 21-6 here, and we're already halfway through the 3rd quarter. This game's flying by.
Handoff, right side. I heard a whistle, I think. I don't know. I saw a flag, but the play will stop.
Procedure on Glen Rose. I'll say Glen Rose, Harmony Grove. Glen Rose is right down the road here.
Speaking of down the road, we're in Saline County, and the big Saline County football game is tonight. That's the Salt Bowl. I saw it on Ashley King's show this morning, The Vine on Channel 11. They were talking about Benton and Bryant. Looks like a score from that one. Bryant 14, Benton 0 in the 1st quarter.
Been a long time since Benton's won that game. It was 7-6 last year when Braylon Russell, now playing for the Razorbacks, played for Benton last year. Left the game with an injury. But, hey, what's the big deal? This is the 51st game, I think, for Benton and Bryant. Clinton Hebert already played 36 times before Benton and Bryant ever played once.
We did. Was it, Brad, when we had that first meeting to kind of revive the rivalry and add something to it between the 2 radio stations, Noble on the carry. He'll be, after the penalty, he won't get back to the original line of scrimmage. I remember we met at Heber Springs, and he may have even had some paperwork. Didn't he kind of talk about, hey, let's kind of model this a little bit after the Salt Bowl, maybe what Bryant and Benton are doing. He said, we won't get 35,000 in War Memorial Stadium, but we can make this a big deal between Clinton and Heber Springs. And I think some of that thought went into when we kind of brought up the Battle of the Little Red.
And that's where those community impact awards have come over the years, with both communities raising things for charity, from the Call to the Humane Society, and now to Make-A-Wish and Devon's Donors. And so that's coming up next week, and we've had some standing room only crowds for that over the years.
That's Allie King Sugg and Billy Morgan from the Lake 101.9, along with Sid King here at 92.1 FM. And kind of
short gain, third down. If you're going to see Harmony Grove pass, this might be it.
A couple other games to note. Arkadelphia and Camden Fairview. Arkadelphia picked maybe number 2 in the state in Class 4. That game's delayed. I'm assuming that's probably a lightning issue that they're having. That's not too far down the road if you go down Interstate 30. So good that we've avoided that tonight. We saw the clouds come up a little bit. We saw a few raindrops, but no lightning tonight.
And another big game in the state in Central Arkansas, Fayetteville. The Purple Dogs travel to Cabot tonight.
Here we go. 3rd down and 10. Handoff right to left. Turns it up inside. Short gain. Pick up about 3 to the 37.
Good play by Zach Hunt Gonzalez, Briar Gadberry, and Eli Henson as they once again tried that counter play, the little trick play out of the dead tee. And now it's going to be 4th down and 7. And Harmony Grove, with the clock running down, has got to go for it, I believe, right here at the Yellow Jacket 37.
3:15 clock running. Hey, the big game tonight, Class 4A, number 1 ranked team, Warren. Also, head coach Chris Dufran, his son Fielder, coaching for the assistant coach for Warren. They're in Greenbrier. They're tied up at 14 in the second quarter. Here we go. Let's call this one 4th and 7. Big play for the Yellow Jacket defense. A stop may seal the win in this one. Quarterback keep it left side. Noble trying to pull tacklers. He does to the 30. Is it good for a first down? Marker is at the 30. He's at the 30. Let's see where the official puts the football down. He'll sit it, the nose at the 30. They'll look to the sideline, eyeball it. This may be a measurement.
Jordan Benson is hopping up and down on the sideline.
Clinton says, no, they didn't make it. The marker's on the Yellow Jacket sideline.
Wow, they called it a first down without a measurement.
And
coaching staff is irate on the far side.
They're going to take a timeout. Is this a timeout to talk to the official or a timeout to talk to the team?
The official. Coach Dufran's halfway out there.
I don't know. What is the rule on a measurement? Is that something that's totally left up to the discretion of the official? Can a coach ask for that?
I think it's left to the discretion of the officials, but if you wanted to be clear and transparent, you'd go ahead and measure it. They think because they're always on these turf fields that everything's perfect. On a grass field, it's hard to get everything perfect.
Right. Chalk lines and could be off, yeah.
Boy, Coach Benson was hopping up and down.
Football's a long way. So the football's on the near hash on the home side. The marker's on the Yellow Jacket sideline. So it's a long way to eyeball and put the football down. But right now it's a first down for the Cardinals that will keep their drive alive and their hopes alive with 2:39 remaining in the third quarter. Clinton leading 21-6.
And they've already moved the chain, so it's all for naught. We don't have a great angle. The coaching staff did, and the coaching staff, none of them liked the call. So I'm sure they had a legitimate beef over there. And now Coach Dufran is talking to the side judge over there. (21-6) if you just tuned in. There's 2:39 left in the third quarter. Jackets went 3 and out to start the second half. Harmony Grove took over the 23, and now they've driven to the Yellow Jacket 30, and there's a dispute over the first down, but they're going to give Harmony Grove a first down.
I'm Jeff Hall. That's Mike Holly. Aaron Duhan is our video engineer. Kelsey Robinson, our studio engineer back in Clinton. It's been a big day for KHPQ. You had day one of the National Championship Chuck Wagon races live today. Danny Newland leading that from the Bar Oaf Ranch at 1 o'clock. He'll be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock, and Sunday at 1 o'clock for days 2 and 3 live on KHPQ. Here we go. Handoff left side across the 30 up near the 25. Everybody's falling forward. Ball carriers, tacklers, and that will move the football up near the Yellow Jacket, I believe about the 25. Pickup of 5. Second down and 5 to go.
A couple of first downs. It seems like Harmony Grove has got some new life. When the Yellow Jackets looked like they were about to close the door on them, that 3 and out, and then a couple of first downs, and now Harmony Grove has some life again.
Ball on the near hash, the home side. I remember when we came here a couple of years ago, you talked about that best season in school history. That crowd for Harmony Grove was electric that night. I'll finish that here in just a moment. And to the right side, maybe off the guard to the tackle, up near the maybe 26, 27. I think it's short of the first down. We'll see. But I think they had every Pee Wee football player and cheerleader lead the team on the field. What were both teams? Were we both undefeated in conference or something on the season that night? Harmony Grove got the win here at home, but, I mean, maybe up to that point. Maybe that was the biggest game of the season. I'm not sure, but that was such a night for Harmony Grove. We came here last time. 3rd and 2 for the Cardinals. We're down to 1:20 in the third quarter. These drives take a long but for that very first drive, these subsequent drives take a long time for the Cardinals. Trailing by 2 scores. Looking to pick up a first down, but probably 4-down territory if they don't make it. And they are not going to make it. Big pileup on the right side of the offensive line. The left side of the defensive line, I don't know if they got a yard or not. It's going to be close to 4th and 2 for the Cardinals at the Yellow Jacket. What do you call that? The 22-yard line.
Yeah, no gain on that. It's definitely 4-down territory as the clock winds down under a minute here in the third quarter. And the Yellow Jackets pretty much guessed right on that play from the get-go. And now it's the second straight 4th down. It was 4th and 7. Harmony Grove converted on a controversial first down call, and now it's 4th down and 2.
With 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter, 15 seconds on the play clock. First down could stop the clock if they want to get a play before the fourth quarter. Left side handoff, big push, looks to be across the 20-yard line. And that's going to be a first down, and the game clock has not stopped. Now they'll stop it at 12 seconds. Do they want to hustle and run a play or let the 12 seconds run out and get to the fourth quarter?
Yeah, they're going to let the clock run out.
21-6, the Yellow Jacket lead. The game clock does start. They may have a play in, but I don't think they're going to get to the line in time to snap the football. 3, 2, 1. That'll do it. Third quarter in the books. Clinton 21, Harmony Grove 6. A final 12 minutes here when we return on opening night. Yellow Jackets in the lead. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. FL Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. FL Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit FL Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Well, a quick third quarter. Yellow Jackets got the opening kick, went 3 and out. And since then, Harmony Grove has had the ball for 10 minutes and 36 seconds and had converted 5 first downs on this drive, 2 fourth down conversions. And they have the ball as we start the fourth quarter at the Yellow Jacket 19-yard line. Jackets leading 21-6, but a touchdown here could put Harmony Grove within 1 score.
And here we go at the 19, moving left to right. In front of us here, the black and red of Harmony Grove. Up the middle, pile up, pick up 3 yards to the 17. Clinton in all white jerseys, pants, gold helmets for the Yellow Jackets. It was hot to start the ballgame. You know, we think it was hot earlier in the week when it was in the high 90s, and I don't know. The temperature may have been in the 80s today, but it must have been the humidity. It was hot when we left Clinton. It was hot when we got here on the turf. Maybe when the sun went down, maybe finally helped some, but it was a Seemed to be a humid and warm day. So Clinton in the white jerseys. And
it's really cool and pleasant out there right now if you step outside the press box.
Second down from the 17.
Fumble.
And
Littell's got it in the air.
Oh, and he's going to break away from the pack. If there's not a flag, he's going to score. The 40, the 50, the 30. They're not going to catch him. Bryson Littell, fumble return.
That's the biggest play of the game. The running back broke through the line, had about 5 yards. The ball got poked out. Littell caught it in the air and returned it. What would you say, 90 yards at least for a touchdown?
Started at the 17, I guess, after he carried across the line of scrimmage. The return yards, yeah.
Wow, that might be the ball game right there. They turned the ball over twice last year. That's the first one this year, but it's the big one in this one as Harmony Grove turns it over for the first time tonight, and Fonte could put the Yellow Jackets up by 22.
He's a perfect 3 for 3. The snap, the hold, he's a perfect 4 for 4. Derek Infante. It's Clinton 28, Harmony Grove 6, 11 minutes when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
And we're back. The biggest play of the ball game as they had held Harmony Grove had held the ball for 11 minutes and 30 seconds, had driven all the way to the Yellow Jackets 17-yard line. Ball got knocked away. I think we had to check that. I think that was Joshua Fultz, number 6, caught the ball in midair, returns it. We'll have to go back and watch the replay. Close to 90 yards for a touchdown, and the Jackets lead 28-6. So I think Joshua Fultz on that return, the all-conference senior for the Yellow Jackets. And that took the air out of the Harmony Grove crowd. I saw a few probably get up and they're heading to the exits. Harmony Grove had that for 11 minutes and 30 seconds and came up empty.
Derek Infante, kickoff from the 40. Kick is high, a little bit shorter, going to be fielded at the 20. Turn, head upfield. 25 into the traffic at about the 27. Cardinals will have it there with 10 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the ball game here from Haskell. 28-6, the Yellow Jacket lead on opening night.
And now with the 22-point lead, now you force Harmony Grove to do things they don't want to do, things they're uncomfortable with, which is basically to put the ball in the air. They threw 2 passes in the first half, none here in the second half. And so you make them speed up now. They want to get a play in. They would like to run 20 seconds or so off the clock before they run a play. And now they got to go at a little bit faster pace and more than likely put the ball in the air a little bit more than they have.
You know, Harmony Grove, again, we were conference foes, in a 2-year cycle when Clinton was coming down to play in Central Arkansas with some of these squads. Clinton's now going to shift and go west, kind of back to the River Valley and even further west in Class 4A football this year. Handoff, left side, up across the 35. They'll get it there. But I think Harmony Grove, are they going back to the class in the southern
they're going to the 7-4A.
Which they were glad to get out of for 2 years. That is maybe the toughest conference in all of Class 4A football. That's
Arkadelphia, Nashville, Ashdown, Malvern, and then also Bauxite's going with them. I was going to mention the Yellow Jackets are moving from the 2-4A to the 4-4A. And gone are Bauxite, CAC, Harmony Grove, Mayflower, and Little Rock Hall.
Bauxine's a top 5 team in these preseason projections this year in Class 4A.
Back are Dover, Lamar, and Pottsville. And the new teams, as a flag comes in late, the new teams are Dardanelle dropping down from Class 5A, Ozark, Waldron. Ozark, by the way, ranked number 5 in the state right now in Class 4A. And Mena. And the Yellow Jackets, as far as I know, have never played Mena in a high school football game. So it's a Dardanelle, Mena, Ozark, Waldron, Dover, Lamar, Pottsville, and Clinton. And really, if you look at the conference race, there's probably 6 teams for 5 spots. It's probably the most competitive conference in 4A. Most of the conferences, there's 2 teams, maybe 3, and then a huge drop-off. Just like last year, the Yellow Jackets go 7-3 and barely make it into the playoffs. Pottsville goes 7-3 and doesn't even make it to the playoffs. And so it's once again, it's a highly competitive conference. And after the Yellow Jackets play Harmony Grove, Heber, and Huntsville and take an off week, and then that 7-week grind begins of conference play. So every night will be a tough one.
Kind of road games to start this season if you're looking at the schedule, and home games to kind of the second half of the season. You throw that bye week in, folks may think after next week may seem like it'll be a while before you see the Yellow Jackets at home, but after the penalty, Cardinals backed up. Now they're looking to pass, but it's a scramble. Noble's going to have to tuck it and run. 25-30.
Yeah.
And he'll get up near the 40. Is there a flag on the play?
Yeah, block in the back. That was easy to see. If you're watching at home, you can see it right. Yeah, it already happened at that point. There's a block in the back at about the 30-yard line.
Hope you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page, the video stream. Glad to have Aaron Duhon back with us this year, coming down from Arkansas Tech University. He's had a good first 2 weeks of college, he tells us, and we look for big things from Aaron Duhon. I think they're already missing him around the Clinton High School campus and all the things he did there. Valedictorian and the things he did for his senior year. I think Principal Tim Smith wants him back. I don't know, is there NIL money? Can you come back to high school? Can he get Aaron Duhon back?
Video, producer, director. He does it all. And back-to-back penalties on Harmony Grove, and now they're 3rd down and 16, which is not their game.
Five seconds on the play clock, 4 seconds. They're going to have to snap the football. 2-1. They got it off just in time to the left. Noble keeps it, turns it up in the middle, inside. Oh, and he's slung down hard by the Yellow Jackets on let's give Eli Henson a tackle there.
Well, the quarterback is taking a beating. I'm not sure if I was Harmony Grove, I'd keep running him out there. And he's also playing defense. And I know some years when there's really good skill players on defense, I know Coach DeFran a lot of times runs running plays right at them. And now the Yellow Jackets are probably going to get called for a late hit on the quarterback. But
was there a face mask before Henson made the tackle? I'm not sure. Something may have looked funny there for a minute.
I know we hit the quarterback late after he was already on the ground.
Okay.
And that'll give him a first down. But, I mean, you're still running that quarterback. You're going to need him later in the year in those conference games. And it's 28-6 with a little under 9 minutes to play, and he has taken a beating out there.
If it stays like this, I can finish this one before 9 o'clock. At the 46-yard line, first down for the Cardinals, their own 46. The left side, handoff across the 50. Tackled. Bumps forward to the Yellow Jacket 46.
Jackets
second down.
I'll say Jackets opened the season last year with a 49-7 win over Cave City, so looking for back-to-back opening night victories for the Yellow Jackets.
Clinton a little bit older this year. We talked about last year. I don't know if I remember a season that we've called when they had so many sophomores be impact players for the Yellow Jackets. So those sophomores are now juniors, and they may be a little bit bigger and faster and stronger as well for head coach Chris Dufran. Short gain, third down, I don't know if we've mentioned the other coaches tonight on that long-time staff that Coach Chris Dufran's put together. He's got Joe Hudson returning along with Jordan Benson, Jesse Wilson, and this year also adding, they're going to have, a fifth coach, and that's Keith Pearman for the Yellow Jackets coming over from Shirley High School. Coach Cannon Bradley talked to me. He said he was really high on Coach Pearman and thought a lot of him last year that he spent with him, and looking forward to good things here at Clinton High School for Coach Pearman.
Hey, I told you, if you got any questions about aerospace engineering, that's your man.
3rd and 2, Noble.
Good tackle by Briar Gadberry.
He's not going to make it. Tackled at the maybe the 44, pickup of maybe a yard. 4th and 1.
Briar, one of the better linebackers we've had in a long time.
What started as a 10th grader and
knifes through traffic. Tackled a quarterback. He made a good cut to get inside, but Briar was there. That's the key of those linebackers, is getting through traffic, then able to make the tackle. They don't get caught up in those blocks by the offensive linemen. So another 4th down.
He looks to Jordan Benson. They signal in the defensive set. Middle linebacker. Gadberry you're talking about. Ten seconds on the play clock. 4th and a yard for the Cardinals, just in front of our broadcast position. Their own, or the Yellow Jacket 44. Quick handoff inside. I don't know if he got it. He needed to get to the 43.
He got a real nice spot. Real nice spot.
Sideline official coming in from the Cardinals sidelines. Going to give him a gain of 2 on that for a Cardinal first down.
I think the folks at home could see that one, too. That was a perfect camera angle. He got a really nice spot on that one.
5 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the ballgame. Clinton 28, Harmony Grove 6. Time of possession will be won by the Cardinals, but the Yellow Jackets
counts.
The points on the scoreboard. Handoff left side, met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Littell coming in, Fultz in. Still the starting defense in for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, after a 21-6 first half, there's only been one score in the second half because Jackets have only had the ball, one possession?
Is that right?
And the Josh Fultz return for a touchdown. Joshua Fultz picks one out of midair, takes it 90 yards for a touchdown. The score is 28-6, and we're down to the 5-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. We're coming home next week, folks. Taking on the Heber Springs Panthers.
Handoff up the middle. Tripped up a little bit. Dives forward, stays low, gets to the 36-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. 3rd down coming up.
You know, it's interesting how sports works. This is game number 255 in the career of head coach Chris Dufran. First game ever as head coach for head coach Josh Smith. One of his assistants, by the way, for Harmony Grove. I think it's his 32nd year. Coach Shannon. He's coached at BB and some other places, but
if that's a faked handoff or bust a little bit, getting around the end is Noble, the quarterback. He'll go out of bounds inside the 25, up near the 21-yard line. First down for the Cardinals. Stops the game clock at 4:07 remaining, and a first down for Harmony Grove.
Rylan Jones, you're looking on TV, took the pitch man. They forced Noble to keep the ball and cut back in a little bit. He made a nice run. First down near the 21. You're going to look at the stats tomorrow. They're going to have some really good numbers rushing, and they're going to have some really good numbers on time of possession. But the Jackets are going to come away with a win here, barring something crazy happening in the last 4 minutes.
At the 21, the Cardinals. Handoff right side through the line, up near the 16-yard line. To pick up about 5 on the carry.
I will say Harmony Grove, they're going to feel this one tomorrow, and probably next week. The Yellow Jacket defense is just that play right there, have laid some licks on them.
Cadbury's going to take himself out of the ball game. After that play, substitutions in. Coppin Ross returns. And think who that puts at the linebacker position. To the right side. Noble's going to keep it. Gets to the end. Met there. And stays alive. Inbounds. And he's going to pick up some positive yardage. Boy, we don't have heights and weights on our roster. As you said, he's maybe taking a beating tonight, but he's
sure we do. He's 5'9", 170.
Does he? Okay.
5'9", 170. Fastest player on the team. He runs a 4.7 40. He was the running back last year and moved to quarterback this year. It was a four-way battle in the spring for the quarterback position.
And he is running hard, doing everything he can to lead his team. And we're going to have a cramp for a Yellow Jacket. I don't know if he was trying to get off the field or what, but he held up quick, held that leg up for a cramp. Let's take a quick break. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Here we go, 2:51 left.
Yeah,
first and goal for Harmony Grove. Yeah, what do you got on the Sheridan?
29, Whitehall 7.
That's a big game. It's Kevin Kelly's first game back coaching high school football after 9 state titles at Pulaski Academy. And Darrell Patton, one of the most successful coaches in Arkansas football history at Bryant, Fayetteville. And his last stop was at Southwest Little Rock. They're facing off against each other. It looks like Kevin Kelly's going to get a win with a team other than Pulaski Academy.
And Noble under center at the 5-yard line to the left.
Wow.
And he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage or driven back. We'll see what his forward progress was, but he won't get in. Hey, I know somebody who's got an interest in that ball game. Chris Reinhardt, my college roommate's watching. I think he messaged me earlier. He's watching our broadcast now. He's keeping an eye on that. He's a Sheridan Yellow Jacket alumnus, and he was interested in Kevin Kelly's debut tonight as well. Chris has been, I think he's done a broadcast with me before one time years ago, maybe to be away, but.
Yeah, he's teaching up now in Northeast Arkansas, and I know all the Sheridan fans, it's been a long time for Sheridan football. Hoping Kevin Kelly can bring the program back, and hope Chris got his run in today.
That's right. I think we can track each other on that on our Garmin workouts. A minute 20 seconds remaining. 3rd and goal from the 7, and inside pile up, no gain. Going to bring up 4th down. They'll try to get more points. How about this score? You think this is interesting? Halftime, Greenbrier 21, Warren 20.
That's a lot closer. A lot of teams had Greenbrier as a big favorite in that one, although there's supposed to be a 3-year starter at quarterback for Greenbrier this year, and he moved to Texas at the beginning of the summer. And so that may play a factor over there. Greenbrier with so many more players than Warren as far as the roster goes. A big 5A school that played 6A football last year. 4th down here, and the quarterback has been the only one to carry the ball, seemed like, for the last 10 plays. There's been no type of deception.
4th and goal, 30 seconds in the ball game. He's going to pass. He's looking to the right side. Now he's going to step up, and he's going to be tackled. He's going to go down. Alec Huey is going to finish off Noble. He's going to finish off the ball game. I think Clinton's going to have to run a play, but if there's no penalty.
He got wrapped up by the big man, Alec Huey, put the big paws on him and brought him down. And but Copen Ross did a good job there, too, of rushing to him but not getting past him, so he couldn't run anywhere but straight up the middle. And Huey was right there to get him. A lot of times you over-pursue, and the quarterback gets to the outside, and Jordan Benson jumping up on the far side, celebrating his Yellow Jacket defense, and they're going to get out of here only giving up 6 points after all this time of possession.
How fitting is that? Dufresne takes a knee. Will run the clock at Alec Huey, his 17th career start, I believe, tonight. He started, as a ninth grader. He was able to play a half of senior high football, play his junior high football on Thursday night, senior high on Friday night, his 17th start. Big things to come from big Alec Huey, and he finishes off the defensive stand there, keeps the Cardinals out of the end zone, and makes your final score as time expires. Clinton 28, Harmony Grove 6, as the teams will meet at midfield, shake hands, the coaching staff as well, and Yellow Jackets get the victory here on opening night in 2024. Let's go ahead and take a break here momentarily. Stay with us, and we'll wrap this one up when we return. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
First Security has been putting our home state first since 1932, helping fellow Arkansans and their families buy homes, grow businesses, and build futures. Today, First Security is still committed to helping you bank better, providing local solutions and local support in the places we love too. It's community banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help.
Yeah, Mike's talking their yards are going to look good in their time of possession, but
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Savers. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Savers a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Hi, this is Jamie from North Ark. Here at North Arkansas College, we are super proud of our facilities and programs, and we feel like we have all the labs, equipment, and personnel in place to help make you as successful as possible while earning an education and working towards a new career. You would be amazed at the resources that are here. If you're low income, a parent, or if you're just looking for a new career and a new role in life, come see us. Schedule a tour of either of our campuses today by visiting northark.edu/tour or by calling our recruitment office at 870-391-3102. And remember, here at NAC, we believe in you.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price, whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive. The team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River Company.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And back to 28-6 victory. The team, they met at midfield. Now I see head coach Chris Dufresne out talking to Mike Holly out near the 50-yard line. I think Mike's going to bring back that interview for us to play here before we go off the air tonight. So a good opening night win. Looks like maybe parents and cheerleaders and some folks there on the sideline getting to see each other tonight after this win before they make the long trip back home here from Haskell, Benton, Harmony Grove down in Saline County. We're south of Little Rock, and It'll be an early football game, though. At 9 o'clock finishes up, so not too late by the time folks get back to Clinton. I bet they'll stop and find somewhere to eat on the way back as well. We may, too, Coach Matthew Post. And I don't know which bus you're driving tonight. Which bus? Let's get you a headset on. Coach Matthew Post, our stat man. And we missed him at halftime. I didn't get him in. We'll get him in for some post-game stats here. He's also a bus driver on these trips. Who'd you bring tonight?
I took the band tonight.
You brought the band. We talked about the band. Did a good halftime show. We didn't get to see it on the camera tonight. We'll see some of those when we're at home, and maybe sometimes on the road. We'll show you the band. Not a good way to listen to them tonight. We got the windows closed tonight. Fortunately, we got air conditioning in the room. We needed that when this game started, so you couldn't really hear anything outside of us. But good to have Coach Post with us here. And scoreboard says 28-6. What are the numbers that led us to that final score, Coach Matthew Post?
Well, the offense had a 3-and-out in the second half, and that's the only time we had the ball because we had a defensive touchdown. Then they had 2 really long drives. So the numbers aren't what we usually see offensively, but when you get the win, it doesn't matter how they look. Mm-hmm. We ran the ball 19 times for 103 yards, and we threw the ball 6 completions for 100 yards. Benton Harmony Grove ran the ball 50 times tonight for 261 yards. They had 1 completed pass for 9 yards. As far as individual players goes, Zach Hunt Gonzalez had 8 rushes for 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. Roland Jones had 3 rushes for 42 yards. McNabb had a rush for 15. Joey Dufresne 3 for 8 and a touchdown. And Littell had 4 rushes for 6 yards. Brody Dufresne was very efficient tonight in the air. He was 6 for 8 for 100 yards. Liam Hudson had 2 catches for 36 yards. They had that long catch there in the first half. Roland Jones had a catch for 33. Sam Stanridge had 2 catches for 20. And Colton Warren had a catch for 11. My guy, Derek, was 4 for 4 on PATs tonight.
Infante.
He had the first touchback I've seen here at Clinton, I think, maybe in a long time.
We talked about that on the radio, yep. Getting it to the end zone on the kickoff.
Then defensively, we had a lot of guys with a lot of tackles tonight, and they played a whole bunch of snaps. Broward Gadberry had 5 tackles. Let's see. Alec Huey had 9 tackles. Eli Henson had 5 tackles. And Zach Hunt Gonzalez had 7. We've got a whole lot of Yellow Jackets for 3 and 4 tackles. It's really a team effort. And, it's a good night. You got the win, and you got some of the kinks out, knocked some of the rust off, and you got a big one next week.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're around the campus, certainly more than we are, teaching there. You're on the coaching staff on the basketball side of things. So you see these kids day in, day out. So just kind of your thoughts on what your expectations of the season and what this group's going to bring to 2024.
Yeah, I see them practice a lot and, see the boys a lot in the hallways and, at practices. And I think we have high expectations this year, and that's a good thing. The O-line got a lot back there and got a lot of good running backs that can run behind them. And, Brody threw the ball well tonight.
It was a perfect 6 for 6 to start the game.
Yeah, and I think that's something as the year goes, just going to keep getting better. The receivers ran good routes. Defensively, we've got a really good line. And, we struggled to stop the run a little bit tonight, but I think that's something we're going to get fixed. And we've always been a good run-stopping team. And, I think we're going to win 8, 9, 10 games this year, compete for a conference championship, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Right. And some good kids. There's some of these kids, they look fun to be around.
Oh, yeah, man. They're all pretty good football players, but they're all better people, better humans. And the best thing about our football team here with our kids is they support all the other teams, our basketball teams and our baseball, softball. And a lot of places the kids don't do that. And our other support the football team. So it's a really good community, really good school, and that starts with Mr. Smith at the top, supporting everybody and loving everybody, and it's kind of what the whole school does. So it's a pretty special place.
We'll see that next week for the Battle of the Little Red when everybody comes out, turns out from the school, from the community, and be a big crowd, and students will get involved. We didn't really get a chance tonight. You know, there's a lot of other sports that have been underway before school started and since, things like cross country, which you coach. There's volleyball, there's tennis, there's golf, and we'll get some updates on that as the season goes on, and we'll talk to you a little bit. I was driving around one night with my dad, with Mike Hall. We came by the football field, and there was you and, I don't know, a whole bunch of girls out on the track, and I thought for a minute, wait, that's not the basketball girls. I think that's cross-country girls, and maybe you had such a good cross-country girls team last year, of course, with Maddie Cabana, one of the all-time careers in athlete high school, but then you had several other girls. You had Allison Wallace, and I think you generated, and those girls generated a lot of excitement about just cross-country, and you had a lot of girls in that program, and so we'll look forward to talking about that as the season goes on.
Oh, yeah, we're really excited about the team, and I haven't done anything. You know, that's all the kids we have. They show up, they work hard. Maddie Allison showed how you compete for state championships as a team and individuals. And now, Maddie runs tomorrow, and Allison runs next week.
That's right. Allison's at Ouachita Baptist, Maddie at Oral Roberts University. That's right.
Yeah, I think they've showed that, like, it's cross country is something that can be cool. You can have success in, and you can go to college and, make some money doing it too. So I'm really excited about our team on the AR mile split. We're one of the two teams listed that could compete for the 4A state championship, and it don't mean something. It don't mean anything in the preseason, but it's fun for our kids to get some recognition. And they've been out 2 to 3 times June, July, and so I'm excited for them. First meet's Tuesday at Malmo Charter.
Okay, yeah, we'll look forward to talking about that next week. Give us an update. And we'll look forward to that. That's Coach Matthew Post from the Clinton girls basketball program. They're well underway as well, practicing. And I noticed your dad was watching tonight, Benji Post, and getting for the broadcast. So certainly glad to have that. I think Mike Holly will be up here just a moment with an interview with head coach Chris Dufran to wrap up this contest tonight. We're certainly glad to have Aaron Duhan back with us from Arkansas Tech. We're going to get him on camera. He's always behind the camera. We're going to get him on camera and join us. And Aaron's had a good first 2 weeks at Arkansas Tech University, Clinton's valedictorian from last year. And we haven't got to talk a whole lot yet tonight, but we'll look forward to visiting with him as the year goes on and everything that he's going to have the opportunity to do there at Arkansas Tech University. And certainly glad he could be back with us and Sid King here on KHPQ for the football year and the season that we've gotten for the live stream here, courtesy First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Petit Jean Fiber, and Hogs and Heifers, our new sponsor this season. We had a message earlier on the night. They had Clinton High School football on Hogs and Heifers on the big screen at the TV down, and I think that's where the Postgame is going to be next week after the Heber Springs ball game. We're all going to gather at Hogs and Heifers, so after a big win next Friday night, that could be exciting and fun, and come on down, and we'll look forward to that, closing it out next Friday night for that. And we appreciate their sponsorship this year of our live stream, as well as a lot of our other sponsors. You heard their broadcast mentioned tonight throughout, and it's off to an exciting start. Mike Holly's back in. We saw him getting his interviews down there at midfield, so we're getting those set up for you before we close out the broadcast tonight on this Yellow Jacket win, 28-6 over the Harmony Grove Cardinals here in Haskell.
Field, Coach Christy Fran.
Here we go.
The Yellow Jackets open the season with a 28-6 victory over a scrappy Harmony Grove Cardinal football team. Your thoughts on this one, Coach?
I'll tell you what, they played really hard. I've never seen a game where we get 3 offensive snaps in the second half. Unbelievable. But our defense bent but didn't break, played hard. I mean, that offense is hard to find the football sometimes. But I like the pride at the end of the game. I mean, you know you're going to win, but you don't let them in, and I like that character.
Hey, talk about the first half here. Pretty much a varied offense. We went down and scored a couple times on the ground. Also, used the pass.
Yeah, the good thing about this group, I mean, we had a great summer 7-on-7, so we're confident we can throw it. Offensive line did well. So I thought Brody stepped up. With that experience last year, he looked calm and collective and waited on stuff to come open, so proud of him.
Good thing by Zach Gonzalez, Rollin Jones on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, them two are beasts. We got to get our little counter going with Littell, but we can probably put Harold in there some. We can put Caleb. We got some. I didn't play Caleb enough on offense. He had one play, I think, in had a pass to him.
Thought the drive right before the end of the first half was big. You overcome 3 penalties to score a touchdown and go up by 2 possessions at the half.
Yeah, I just think that shows the experience this group has after having to play a lot. Sophomores and them juniors, and now they're seniors and juniors. So we can take the ball and go score quick, I think.
But Derek Infante, he took a pretty good shot there, bounced back and came back and was able to get the extra point and the kickoff. But stuck his nose there on that onside kick.
I told him we were not onside in the middle again if there's number 75 sitting there. About got him killed.
All right, next week we turn our attention toward Heber Springs. They're trailing right now against a pretty good Pottsville team. Your thoughts on the Panthers here?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be good, and that game's going to be a game no matter what, when, how, or what. But we're going to enjoy this right now, and then I'll start getting nervous in the morning.
Oh, I forgot to talk about, we only had the ball for 3 plays in the second half. Defense, as you said, bent but didn't break. But what a play of the game was that recovery in midair by Joshua Fultz. Returned it up 90 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was big. I've been doing this. This is my 33rd year and never have seen that. In junior high games, I've seen it close, but still you get more than 3 snaps on offense.
Yeah, I think that drive alone was like 11 minutes and 30 seconds.
Unbelievable. So, yeah.
Well, one good thing, we'll get out here early, Coach. We'll get back and get ready for next week. So, head coach,
we're the first game done of the night, probably.
We need it for that traffic to get out of here. All right, it's head coach Christy Fran. Jackets win 28-6. We'll see you next week at home at Jim Tummelson Field.
And that was head coach Chris Dufran. I think we've got assistant coach Jordan Benson coming up now.
Defensive coordinator Jordan Benson after the Yellow Jackets' 28-6 opening game win over Harmony Grove. Coach Benson, your thoughts on your defense tonight?
Well, we certainly played lots of snaps, and so we ought to know where we're at after that. I thought we played really hard. They had to get 3 yards of play, and they were able to do it a lot, especially in the second half. But we made them go all the way down the field, and when it came time to stop them down in the red zone, we came up big and did some little stuff different. I'm proud, but there's lots of stuff we got to get better at. So.
Yeah, I would say bent, but never really broke. And when he needed to stop, he got it. They were more than willing to go for it on 4th down several times tonight, which makes it tough on a defense. But thought the guys played well, and it seemed like you pretty much took. They don't like to pass much at all, but you pretty much seemed like you took it completely out of their game.
Yeah, we took it out of the game except for one, pass interference call that I didn't necessarily agree with, but I don't even know if they had a completion tonight. So, one time we got out of our lane, the quarterback scrambled around, and luckily we had a block in the back call that brought it back. But, we got to get better at that. But I was pretty happy with our secondary. For sure.
Talking about the play of the game, Jackets with only 3 carries or 3 plays in the second half. That drive that Harmony Grove started was 11 minutes and 30 seconds, but the big play was a forced fumble picked off in the air by Joshua Fultz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a great play. We really focus on creating takeaways, so I was happy to see that. Good stuff.
People are going to look at the paper tomorrow and they're going to say, well, time of possession and yards on the ground, but the biggest stat of the game is always the scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. We stood up when we needed to. Like I said, got to get better at some stuff, but we stood up when we needed to.
Well, we turn our attention to that team from the other side of the lake. They're coming in next week. Any early thoughts on the Panthers?
I think they're a pretty good football team. When we were our seniors and juniors were 8th and 9th graders, they beat us first time we went over there. Pretty good, I think. Certainly we're not going to take them lightly, even though we've won, 8 or 9 or however in a row. Doesn't matter. It's a new season. So we'll come back and watch film tomorrow and get ready for them.
And I think pretty much we got out of the game pretty healthy.
I think so. We had a few bumps and bruises, but I think everybody finished up. Got to go back in the game, so I think we're pretty good.
I think this Harmony Grove team's going to feel their pain in the morning. But the defense, y'all laid a lot of licks tonight.
Yeah, we flew around and there's a few hits. Breyer, he laid a few hits tonight, and I think they got the worst end of it. So
yeah, the quarterback took a beating tonight.
Yeah, he did, especially in that 4th quarter. So yeah, absolutely.
That's defensive coordinator Jordan Benson, and we'll see you next week. The Jackets take on Heber Springs.
Thank you, sir.
And the Clinton coaching staff on that win. They've cleared the field. They may be ready to load the bus here for too long. Mike Holly's back. One thing we hadn't, time for the first Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the Game. We said we've done this 18 years. They seem like they've been doing that almost as long as well, too. The title sponsor for that. Also on the live stream this year, First Arkansas Bank and Trust. So stop in, tell them you enjoy watching and listening to these ball games, especially we're on the road a long way from home, and see what they can do for you there in downtown Clinton across from Pizza Hut and Cash Saver. That's First Arkansas Bank and Trust. You know, this game was really won in the first half, turns out. Maybe we didn't know it at the time, but, you know, we named some of those guys in the first half. Brody Dufran was a perfect 6 for 6 to start the ball game passing. He also had a good rushing run in the ball game and had a touchdown on the ground. I think Rylan Jones had good yards on the ground, also through the air receiving. Zach Hunt Gonzalez had the most carries on the night. He had a couple of touchdowns. Some of those names, Alec Huey, I think, had 9 tackles. He had the tackle to finish off the ball game. Defense, you know, certainly held the team to 6 points, and but for 1-yard run touchdown in the first half, you know, defense they gave up some yards, but they kept Harmony Grove out of the end zone. So I don't know, First Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the Game. Any thoughts that you might have as well?
Yeah, Alec Huey on defense. Of course, all he does is right tackle on offense too. Zach Hunt Gonzalez with a couple of touchdowns tonight. Joshua Fultz with tackles, and the biggest single play of the game as he returned a fumble about 90 yards for a touchdown. So you've got several folks we could pick here. Brody Dufran, very efficient at quarterback tonight, and also showed his running skills tonight. We didn't see a whole lot of him last year running, but tonight he had a couple of really nice runs.
Right. Let's see. I didn't mention Fultz. I failed to do that too. That really put the game on ice for the Yellow Jackets with that touchdown and Josh doing that. I liked Rylan Jones tonight as well, receiving, running, playing defense.
Right.
11th grader. I don't know. I might toss my vote for him.
Let's go with Rylan Jones for your First Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the Game. Yeah, he made a great catch across the middle of the field, and he had a long touchdown call back. And Yellow Jackets eventually scored on that possession, but he had like a 58-yard run. They got with a block in the back behind him. Turned out to be a 38-yard run. But, yeah, Rylan Jones, and also had some really good job blocking too. And a lot of times you forget the running back's blocking, and when he's in the slot receiver, being able to block. So, yeah, Rylan Jones, your First Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the Game. And next week's Battle of the Little Red. Heber Springs travels to Clinton. We need everybody out to Jim Tummelson Field next Friday night. Hit that bake sale, I think, on Thursday, and call Sarah Hutchins to donate for the Community Impact Award. Yeah. Non-perishable foods for the call and different things like that. And so we want to win on the field. We want to win off the field. And it should be a big night next week. The weather looks like it's going to be good. So Jackets looking for number 9 in a row in the series. And hope to go number 2-0 on the season. And I did mention I got off here pretty quick, but that was win number 148 now for head coach Chris Dufran as he's closing in on win number 150.
Fun night to open the season. Certainly glad you could be with us. It's going to be another fun day tomorrow on KHPQ. National Championship Chuck Wagon races, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, day 2, and 1 o'clock on Sunday, day number 3. That's good radio with Danny Newland. National Championship Chuck Wagon races. Well, for Sid King, I know he's had double duty between us and the races this week, getting it all together. For Kelsey Robinson, our studio engineer. For Aaron Duhon, our video engineer, down from Arkansas Tech tonight. For Coach Matthew Post, for Mike Holly, I'm Jeff Hall. You've been listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.